Just crap. It might be something we do twice. I'm seeing online.
Change your name.
Oh shit! Thanks.
I hope they catch that. That would be
Please.
great. Oh, Virgil has decided to go under my desk today, so that'll be an interesting. If anyone sees me like wince in pain.
We're up, by the way, it would seem.
Oh, look at that. How's that? Is anything skipping? Everything fine?
Hello, interwebs.
It's looking fine.
There we go.
All
Then
the
we
zeros and ones.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to D&D Tonight. My name is Bradley. Today we have a couple of extra people. Gosh, I don't even know. This is looking like the Brady Bunch at this point. If I just add 2 more characters, I can finally live out my dream. But I can't play with more than 6 players. It's my kryptonite. I'll go ahead and just go to my left to right, which is probably not going to be what it shows on your screen, but I stopped giving a fuck about that a while ago. So, Melody, introduce yourself and your character.
Hello, I am Melody. I am playing Philia Hootsuite, who is a wood elf ranger.
On my right here, is going to be Jonathan. Jonathan?
Hey, I'm Jonathan. I'm playing Jackson Villan. Jackson Villan, the half-elf wizard.
Alrighty. And then we have Jordan. Jordan, who did you bring to the table?
Hello, I'm Jordan. I play Gwenora Lighthammer, the dwarven cleric.
Mr. Lumen, illuminate us.
Playing Dust Carden. Playing Dust Carden, the Furbolg wizard.
Marvelous. Mr. Dino.
Mud
what?
for a voice.
I want to comment on that, but I also need to... Mr. Dino, welcome.
Continue, DM. Continue. It's fine. It's fine. It's not a big deal.
Hi, I'm Dino. I'm Stonewind, the Tabaxi rogue.
And last but not least, Caroline. Hello.
Hi, everyone. I'm going to be Imogen, the half-elf barbarian.
Marvelous. So, we are starting off kind of at the beginning of the next section of our journey here. The crew in question, which is Dust, I almost said Jordan, Dust, Gwenora, Stonewind, and Imogen, have just encountered kind of an awful portal that leads to a realm of a dark god of imprisonment. And they found their doppelgangers coming out of there and trying to seize control of this world for their own personal gain. With a backhanded backwoods deal with the crime family, the Trebanes, they have now gotten a kind of a few different things that will help them on their journey. And currently, they are on their way to the orcish town, if you can call it a town, of Boroftkrah. It's funny, it is in the north, but it's also just directly east of the Shady Creek Run. So you would think you're going north, but you're just going east. Over the last episode, we found Philia and Jackson quickly captured by the Trebane family. And it's actually there that I kind of want to start, just a brief segment of what was happening with them. Well, last week's episode was happening with them. I'm definitely not pointing to the right people, but again, we stopped caring about that. Philia, you find yourself quickly outnumbered by several other guards, and you were whisked into what looks to be kind of like a small shack that holds gardening implementation. There we go. I don't know if that'll fix anything. You stay there for about 2 hours until a guard comes in. They say, all right, we don't need to make this messy. This doesn't need to be painful at all. All we need you to do is tell us what you were doing in the forest, who you work for, and where you're going to next.
Well, I was there with my buddy Jackson, and he's looking for something. And if I help him find that, then I get a pocket dimension. And that's what I want.
I'll admit that's going to be a new one. I thought you were just hunting in the woods or something like that, but nope. That's exciting. Okay. So Jackson, he's the other fellow that we found in the woods. Is that right?
That would be him, yes.
Okay. Alrighty. Well, we're gonna go ahead and just chat with him a little bit, and if the store checks out, then he'll be free to go. We're gonna have to ask you to wait here for just a little longer. He's go ahead and stands up, excuses himself. Apparently, there's a little bit of feedback. Hang tight for just a sec.
Ladies and gentlemen, to
Okay, Ben.
Airport Bradley, we are taking off very shortly to the northern eastern sides.
Your dinner today will be a salmon sandwich.
Interesting.
If it's really salmon, tell me, because I would like some. Last time it was
Yes,
not.
it is treated with a very light peanut glaze for those of you that are allergic to fish and peanuts.
Specifically.
Because our airline doesn't give a shit.
If you are not allergic, you cannot order the salmon. Get a sandwich.
I exclusively
I'm allergic,
want.
I'll take a second.
There we go.
I exclusively want all of my food choices to be administered, like described to me by Dino going forward. Did that fix the problem, ladies and gentlemen?
Fully.
It did.
Yeah.
Cool.
I did.
New headset. Who dis? All right.
I feel like I'm hearing it in like a phantom way, but I'm probably just insane.
Just
A little muddy.
Is that you?
Just a little muddy.
Well, good. I'm not here to help with that in this particular context.
Diagnose me.
We really are on a plane.
It's very well just the computer that I have just acting up, but who cares? All right. Jackson, for the past hour, you've been having a similar conversation with a guard that has been a little different. They came in, they said, all right, all we want to know is everything that you know.
I'll tell you everything. I'm just so scared right now. Just tell me what you want.
Snitches get stitches, bitch.
Over the course of an hour, they go ahead and they gather all the information that was then disclosed over to the party proper. After about, I believe everyone went to sleep. You guys spend a night in the shacks, and the next morning you can kind of see the group like getting mounts and saying goodbye to like this elven character that you met in the forest a little while ago. And as they're leaving, one of the guards is like, "Oh, wait!" And he goes up to you, Lumen, and Lumen. No, he goes up to you, Dust, and he says, "We encountered a couple of people in the forest. One of them was pretty steel-lipped about what was happening. Said something about a pocket dimension, but the other one was pretty forthcoming. We got pretty much all the information that we were able to disclose. But we also found out that they work for the Cerberus Assembly, and we didn't think it would be a good idea to let them go because they'd just go back there and tell them everything that's going on here. So the way that Darko sees it, probably be a good idea if we have them lent out to you to help. And I mean, we're not going to do anything with them. We just probably turn them into slaves or something. But I don't know.
You can send them away.
Yep.
They're with us. They're with us.
Yeah, all right. Go ahead and bring them out. Jackson and Philia, you are both released from your from your shacks, respectively, and given all of your materials back. You're rejoined with the party proper. As you see them kind of a little worse for the wear, do you guys want to say anything to the other party members that are now a part of your group?
Well, you seem to make it out alive.
Yeah, actually, it wasn't as bad as I had thought it was going to go. A bunch of historians in there, I think.
Sure, yes.
They were very interested in my research. It was actually quite enlightening to have a conversation with some people who were really fascinated with history.
How much did you tell them?
Well, just everything that I've ever written about. The arms of the betrayers, and how I work for the Cobalt Soul, and the vestiges of divergence. It was a very fascinating conversation.
Philia, were you
Yeah.
in the same cell?
No.
as-
My cell was rather boring. They asked me who I worked for, and I was like, well, I'm here with this guy to make sure he doesn't die. And then they left me alone, and I was bored for the last day.
Wait, did I do something wrong?
Jackson, I understand that. I'll admit I was very much the same way when I left the library. But what I've learned over the years, or over the 1 year of nearly dying, traveling, meeting the turtle, and nearly killing a village, you don't share knowledge to people you don't know. Not like in the Cobalt Soul, where knowledge is to share amongst others. Don't share knowledge unless you are very sure these people cannot kill you.
I mean, all they did was feed me a lot of charcuterie boards. I mean, it was very delicious.
You got
They
those?
I did.
They didn't give me any.
You should have
Same,
shared more
we got-
information.
Yeah, we didn't get any either.
I look over.
Yeah,
to
I don't know anything about a charcuterie board. Nothing.
I look over to Imogen. Are you telling me we were given prison food?
Furious.
Well, they were very kind to me, and my philosophy is if you're forthright and knowledgeable, everyone can just, you'll get the best from people, I think.
Not always my experience, but I'm glad you've had it.
But wait, I didn't say anything wrong, did I? They were just asking about the vestiges and everything.
It's not that you said anything wrong. It's that typically you try to hold back some things in these situations, but it's probably your first time being captured, yes?
Yeah.
I'm just thinking of that scene from The Ballad of Buster Scruggs where James Franco's looking over, is like, first time while the noose is on his neck.
I mean, where are you all off to?
We are heading back to my home and Imogen's home to simply just do a check on the family. It's been quite a while since we've traveled.
Oh, that's nice. Where's home for you?
Palebank. Up north, in the Grain Wilds.
I just realized that yep.
Halebank Village. Yes.
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 We've been there before.
That was where we met, actually. Was
How
up over there.
recently?
A year ago, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We, no big deal. We kind of saved, a bunch of people from getting sick and dying. And we got thousands of gold and prestige, and everyone from that village now.
It's weird how things change in a
loves-
year.
Did you meet anyone that looks like me?
No, I can't say that I have. Did you, Philia?
I don't think so. Not
Did
that I
you
can
meet-
recall.
Did you meet anyone who looks like me?
No. You all look very new.
Very
Fresh.
different. Very unique. Yep.
Wait, you're not referring to those things I saw before?
Right?
No,
What
that would be a
things?
year ago. You just saw these things now.
Yeah,
What
no.
things,
There's no
The-
way.
Yeah, the thing that came out of the tree.
That was so.
I'll kill you.
It wasn't that thing, right?
Oh,
You're not
Trying to
referring to
talk about
that.
Those. No.
oh, that was a person,
Looked.
right?
Yeah.
Right? Wasn't it? Who was it that looked out of the tree?
It was you.
It was the Warden
It was me,
Dust.
right? Yeah.
No,
oh no,
Warden Wind.
It was Warden Wind. Wait, you saw that before? You said?
Yeah, we saw it. We actually saw it. No. We didn't see that
Not
before.
before, but like before, like then.
The last
Not
time that
before
you guys.
What's then is now, and what's now is then. Okay.
Thank you.
Time is a flat
Okay.
circle, people.
Who's on first?
Wibbly wobbly.
Well,
Oh my goodness.
all the
No,
more
no,
reason
no.
then to see how things have changed. If something was undergoing some sickness, I would definitely like to check on my family, then more so than ever.
Well, we're supposed to be still looking for the dagger, one of the arms of the betrayers. But I mean, I would like to go see how Palebank is doing.
Be nice to say hi to Elro again.
Well, then point of order, people. Do you guys want to go east to Boroftkrah, or do you want to go north to Palebank?
Oh,
We were
I
going
want to go
north.
to Palebank.
I thought we were going there first.
Mhm.
Is that what it was?
Checking
were
up on
going-
family?
to pick up something fun for Imogen.
Is is it like on the way, or is it like opposite directions?
They're-
Like long way. They're
So-
opposite directions.
It's like,
Once you turn past Albuquerque, hello. Y'all, a key. Borofka's here. Palebank is here.
Ah, okay, cool. So we're like in between the two.
Yeah, kind of. I mean, Shady Creek Run, Boroftkrah, and then
Yeah.
Palebank.
Cool.
We decided Palebank for us.
Okay.
Speaking of which, Bradley, if I was having this elucidating conversation with the Trebanes about the vestiges of divergence, would I would have asked about if they had heard anything about the blade of broken mirrors or the dagger of broken mirrors.
They definitely would just look at you with some confusion. They're like, they don't know anything about that. Would you mind telling us? And then that it would lead to them probably getting more information from you than you from them.
Mm-hmm.
So, remind me again, what you're looking for these vestiges of divergence, or one specific?
Well, just specifically the blade of broken mirrors. That's the one that Master was it Master Avum?
Yep.
Who he was looking for it in terms of having something to do with the door that
Ooh.
we were talking about.
Not Master Avum. Sorry,
No.
my mistake. Master Avum's from the Cobalt Soul. This has been
Levi?
yes.
Levi
Master
Strauss.
Levi Strauss.
Definitely not his last name. Yeah. Master Levi.
I know him.
They
Find
really
my notes.
I wear him on my legs. That was the right way to say that.
Jordan and I had the same reaction. Point of order, you could probably actually make it to Boroftkrah and then make your way over to Palebank. Like, you wouldn't have to, because if you go the other way, that would probably be the longer the journeys. If that affects anything, you're welcome to go to either or. Just, this is autonomy. You should be able to go wherever you need to go. But
Yeah, God, you gave us free will.
I gave it to you so you can make the right choices, not the bullshit you're pulling right now.
Now, do we know where Thalos is? Because a little birdie in my
Yes.
notes. Okay. But okay.
Yes, we know he's in that would be to Lightshore.
Okay.
He's closer to the east.
So remind me for the items. The items was Boroftkrah is
The Stormgirdle.
I thought that was Palebank.
Girl, no. Boroftkrah has the your families are all in Palebank, but Boroftkrah has the Stormgirdle.
Got it.
Lightshore contains the Grovel Thrash, the massive hammer.
Yeah, and then the big city, the big
Rexington.
apple, that one,
Yeah.
the T-Rex town.
Yeah, fuck. Rexington has the Infinitum, Grimmery Infinitum, or Grimoire, depending on where you're from. And then the last item you already have. That's right. You have the dagger. Wait, one,
No, we
two,
don't.
I'm missing.
Do we?
The visor.
What are you talking about?
Gannis visor.
Oh yeah, Gannis visor. You have
That's
notes
the
on
one we
Gannis visor.
Yes, there's.
We don't know what that is.
That's another arm of the betrayer, or one of
That's a
the
vestige. Yeah.
vestige of divergences. It was created by an evoker named Ganith. He was. It's I don't know exactly what it is, but it's somewhere in Uthodurnian, Draconian. I'm not sure too much about it.
I'll turn to Imogen because Boroftkrah is where we're going. And Boroftkrah is where we're going. I thought we were going to go Palebank to Boroftkrah, but looking at the map that you gave us, it goes Boroftkrah.
Yeah. Like
But I'll turn to Imogen then. Imogen, it seems that we kind of had maybe a misunderstanding of the direction. Boroftkrah seems to be farther east from our hometown. Do we still want to stop by? Because we'll be going a roundabout way to stop to see family and then to Boroftkrah.
Well, I mean, I'm a little concerned after some of the information that they gave us. I haven't been back since they have. But if we need to delay it, then I understand.
Mr. Stone, Miss Gwenora, what do you...
I mean, personally, as great as keeping track of family is, the quicker we can get rid of this god, the better.
I
I
agree.
I think if we were to connect with Thalis, then I mean he seems like he could get us around pretty quickly. We could probably bounce from like one area to another. I think I don't know how it all works.
You're thinking we go to the Blight Troll.
So can we go to
Oh, maybe.
what's it called? Boroftkrah? What?
Boroftkrah?
Boroftkrah. Thank you. I couldn't remember the name. Could we go there and then to the Blight Shore? Like, is that
That is
somewhat on the way?
In
the
fact-
Blight Shore is southeast from Boroftkrah, I believe.
Right. But I mean, we got to go east anyway, right? So if we go east and then south.
Correct.
Get my map.
I feel like I'm on a road trip here, which is how I wanted to feel, just without the like. Do we want to stop here? Do we want to keep going on? Like, how is everyone on bathroom breaks? You could,
on the open road.
You could very well just go to Boroftkrah, and then I mean that's also a territory where other things are, Philia.
I know.
As long as you know. Southeast.
Ominous.
I mean, all you would just, if you have the right boat, you could probably get there. You'd make it to Jorhas. You'd probably get there and like bypass a lot of the cities that you would have to go through. A lot of like custom shit that you can avoid. Yeah, you could. I mean, you could very easily go from Boroftkrah over to Blightshore. At least that would be the most straightforward route. You would be, if you like wanted to do that though, then Palebake Village probably wouldn't be the most efficient route there. You would probably go Boroftkrah, then Palebake, then back to Boroftkrah, and then over to Blightshore.
So, Jackson, do
Mm-hmm.
you happen to have the sending spell?
I looked through my spell book. I haven't learned that one yet. It doesn't look like it.
One person does have sending. If she equipped it.
Equipped.
I know clerics can have it. I've seen them use it in Rexingtrum. Miss Gwenora, do you happen to have it by chance?
It's not prepared, but sending.
So then I believe, but if you have it, I believe.
Let me find out. Okay, hold on. Spells. Known spells.
I'm just imagining her talking to her god and be like, what do I got?
Sending, 3rd level. Yeah, I don't have it prepared, but I could learn it.
Then, Imogen, I believe if maybe we can skip going home for now and have Miss Gwenora check on our family for us when she's able to prepare the spell.
Okay.
Yeah. This is
Kinda
probably
give her like a sad, like a solemn look. I get it.
Yeah.
I understand.
This is probably past you for this point here, but this is, don't look at my tabs. This is, good God, it's awful. This is Wildmount at large. Oh my gosh, it's not going to render anything. Lovely.
Oh, weird. Yeah,
I linked it in chat. It might load.
yeah.
Damn
Click.
There we go.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Hey, so y'all are kind of in this area right here. Boroftkrah being this here-ish. Palebank's right here. And then that's the Blightshore down here.
Okay.
But you can make for possibly, if you want to go through the Dunrock Mountains, you can try and see if you can get across this little channel here into Jorhas. Because if you go the other way around, this is still technically Dindwalian Empire territory. So getting to either one of these two areas into Jorhas might be interesting, to say the least.
would we be able to charter a boat across from that river there, across the Jorhas, maybe?
That's a question you'd probably have to ask for someone from Boroftkrah, because they themselves probably wouldn't have that information, and you yourself wouldn't have that information before. Not
Got it. Okay. So we'd have to wait till we get there.
correct.
Well, looks like Boroftkrah is best choice for now, and then from there we
Might
can
be
figure
best.
out
I
how
would-
to get
I
to
would
the
say so.
light shore.
Point of order: Are you all saying this in front of me and Philia?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Huh?
Did you all tell me that you're headed to get the vestige?
I don't think we said what we're getting. We just
Okay.
said
Said
we're
we're
going.
going. Yeah, we're just said we're going there.
He's just
That's
waiting.
very suspicious because, I mean, it just happened to be talking about the vestiges of divergence, and we're going to Boroftkrah.
Jackson, tell me. We told you about the god that's coming through, yeah? Yes?
Yes, yes.
This mission you have to find this dagger, wherever it is.
Mhm.
Which do you think is most important? Finding that dagger or stopping an evil god from destroying this realm?
Well, theoretically, oh gosh, they kind of seem aligned to me. Any kind of arm of the betrayer or vestige of divergence would probably be powerful enough to hurt a god.
Wonderful. So
Yeah.
if we were going to find some of these
Yes.
in order to save this world, would you be on our side?
Why, I don't see why not. But I mean, me fight a god? That's
Well-
insane.
So there's a difference between fighting and supporting, obviously. If you don't feel comfortable fighting, you could always be there to assist us while we fight.
I mean, that sounds more than reasonable. I can lend whatever information I have. It's just that's such an insane task. But yes, of course, I'd be happy to help out.
Great. And then whatever betrayer arms we find, maybe just wait until after the fight before trying to return them back to where you need to take them. But obviously, in our hands against this god, we are very capable of such things. Yes, Philly, I have no doubt that you are very capable of standing by our side for this.
More capable than him, I would.
That's very rude.
And then I aside like whisper to Stone, I would expect him to run. In like a whisper.
I'd be like, wouldn't be opposed to that either. But
Why not?
yes. So here's what I propose on behalf of my friends and myself. Come with us. Help us find these betrayer arms. Take out a god. And that, I think, might bring you a little bit more clout back to your leaders or whatever they call them over in that thing you do. Yes, and we'll worry about the betrayer arms later. And until then, until we defeat this god, consider it a necessary evil to have those things in other arms, other hands besides the soul and the academy.
Brad, just for clarification, of the vestiges I know of, which one of these are arms of the betrayers?
Gravel Thrash and the Blade of Broken Mirrors.
Blade of Gravel Thrash and the Blade of Broken Mirrors. Okay, so yes, but I would just caution if we're going to try to get the Gravel Thrash, arms of the betrayers are very corrupting influences. We just have to be very, very careful with whatever we're doing with it.
Well, I think in a group such as this, we can all keep ourselves accountable. Yes?
Yes.
Wonderful. If one of us does have one of these arms of the betrayer, would you agree that you will allow us to keep that for now until we manage to get rid of this god?
As long as everyone's in the clear and knows about it.
Yeah. Everybody? Yes? Would that be okay? Agree? Keep an eye on each other?
Yes.
And if something happens, I could quickly contact some of my associates to help us out if everything's goes over our heads.
Wonderful.
Wow.
Good. So if any of us gets a betrayer god arm, then we will keep those things and keep an eye on each other and not try to turn them into the Cobalt Soul or the Solstice Academy until the end. Yes?
Yes.
Agreed.
Wink, wink.
I look down. I bend down to Jackson, and Jackson, if we come across these, when we come across these, and when we have them, do not tell anyone outside of this group that we have them.
Got it.
There's too much magic.
That makes sense to me, I guess.
And I put my hands on his shoulders. This is what it means to leave the library. Things need to be kept secret, protected. It's very different, but I know you'll get accustomed to it. At least I hope so. Now let's compare notes. Like my little notebook and share with him like anything that I've learned from gods and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I guess we up and away. We were given mounts. Were you all able to get horses?
Were we?
Did I?
No, the
I
two of
didn't
you were
notice.
legging it. But you can, if you need to, you can speak to the stable master of the Trebane household, and they can also provide you with a couple extra mounts. Although they're a little bit reluctant to, because you can see like the stables are now missing upwards of what 1, 2, 3,
6.
4, 5, 6, 6 horses. So he's kind of like, sure, we can do that.
The contract did say whatever we need.
I don't need to know what the fucking just take him and go.
I'll flip him a gold coin.
Thanks. Pockets it, goes back to shoveling up hay and like throwing it into the last remaining stall. Alrighty, you guys. So you are putting in your travel plans. Oh gosh, what is it? Where are you chartering to? You go into Boroftkrah.
Boroftkrah.
Boroftkrah. Here we go.
Okay. I hate all of you.
And as we're going to Boroftkrah, I am just going on. So Grovel Thrash. Oh my gosh, they every year. Wait, let me look at my notes.
Yeah.
No. Yes, the storm. Wait,
Yeah, you're right. Stormgirdle.
not Grovel Thrash. Stormgirdle. The Stormgirdle. Sorry, Jesus Christ.
No, you're good, man. This was what 4, 5.
So much information.
Yes.
So the Stormgirdle, it's very exciting. They have this orcish camp. They all serve Cord, and there's it's like the prized possession of the orcs over there, and the Stormlord, who's the god that they all serve. His chosen is the only one who has access to the Stormgirdle. So it's this big old competition that they have every single year, and so I don't know when they have that competition, but it seems to be a culturally significant icon to them. So we'll have to think about how to get that from them.
Do you know is it more of a battle royale? Is it an arena? Is it a group fight, team versus team event?
Would I know that, Bradley?
You know that the celebration it's part of it's a festival, but it's also a festival that is kind of spontaneous. They know that it's time to start preparing for it when lightning splits the sky, and that's when they start to like host the games. Each of them are basically to show worthiness, and different games are devised by the elders of the village to accomplish what it means to be worthy in the eyes of Cord. That's not much you can glean. There are records of people who are that are about very similar, like, oh gosh, I wish I knew what the actual name of it is. My Scottish ancestors are looking down on me with ire. But it's the event where you pick up like a log and try to chuck it as far as
Yeah, it's the Highland Games.
Highland Games, yeah.
Yeah.
very similar to that, proving of metal. There are times where people work together to like as a group. The last challenge is one that no one has succeeded in accomplishing for like the known record, as there is no true champion of Cord announced from Boroftkrah, or even if there was, maybe they don't make that public knowledge. It's very possible someone might have won it, and they're just running off with that little thing in Boroftkrah.
So I say all that.
Okay, thank you.
Well,
You ever
let's-
like take notes like really quickly, and then you go back and visit your notes, like a month or two later. You're like,
Uh-huh.
what am I writing?
yeah.
So
Uh-huh.
that's what that
writing it
was.
down in my notes.
Or you're like, oh, I'll remember. I don't need this keyword will be enough, and then you read it and you're like, no, what?
What does the Jim Henson Muppet mean? That doesn't.
I'm looking at this, and it says Stormgirdle, Boroftkrah, Orcish Camp, Serve Cord, Possession Orc.
That's
Such an orc.
Such an orc.
That
Stormlord's
sounds like a
chosen only
crazy
has
monster.
access. Final challenge. I'm like, what?
Final challenge.
That's incredible.
Perfect.
So I'm like, okay, let me prepare to tell you. And then I'm reading it. I'm like, I have no idea what I'm talking about.
I'm just writing the notes as he's like saying these. Out loud.
Also, just keywords. Also, just
Yeah.
to be revisited later.
I'm assuming we're doing this while we're going. We're traveling.
Yes,
Maybe
the travel
I
itself
hope
takes
so.
you about a week. Over that course, over that course
I-
of time,
Can
yeah,
I
yes,
during,
Mr.
during that week, can I get to take during one of the nights or one of the days, I kind of like meet with Miss Grenora. Miss Grenora, I never properly thanked you for literally bringing me back to life.
Well, you're
Um,
you're welcome. It's just what I do.
I would know it definitely something happened while I was gone. You and I figure I was in a place that was very gray, no color, very dark. And I'm just glad that when I came to, it was you that was there. It was very much. Thank you for taking me out of there.
Well, you're welcome. I mean, after all, we've got to stick together. We've got to make sure we all see this through to the other side. Well, I guess other side's not the right wording right now, but anyway, no, I'm glad you're here with us too.
Make sure to not let myself fall like that again. I don't want to go back to that place, wherever it was.
I understand.
And I just kind of like sit back again.
Okay,
Also,
yeah,
since we're traveling for a week, can I go ahead and change my spells?
hell yeah.
Thank you.
Enjoy. Anything else anyone would like to accomplish during this week? Just as a heads up for me.
Um.
Oh,
Okay.
Go
sorry,
ahead.
it's not Jackson's hand. Then I'll go to Dino.
No, that was an thinking. Go for it.
I'm gonna approach Dust, and I'll just say, Dust, how long have you been with the Cobalt Soul?
Close to maybe 2 years. We leave the village quite late, and Master Abram found me a little earlier than normal, but I've been with him. I guess I wouldn't say if I've been with the Cobalt Soul that long, but with him, been a couple years. Why do you ask?
I'm just wondering. I've been with them for, oh gosh, 4 or 5 years now. It seems like. I'm trying to do the math in my head. Yeah, I mean, I love the Cobalt Soul. I don't want you to get the impression that I'm disparaging them or that I don't believe in what you're saying. Yeah.
I don't believe that it's wrong to doubt your teachers, your masters, your friends. We all have different emotions and different thoughts, and when you link them with the experiences we go through, you're definitely going to have many questions, and you should ask them over and over and over again until you find the answers you're looking for. I don't I will admit, I did follow Master Abrams' thoughts on the Cerberus Assembly and the whole not, believing in them and working together. But Master Levi, seeing how he took care of brother and seeing how he took care of those students, definitely left an impact. Definitely left me with questions that I didn't ask before. And I think, again, it's there's definitely a lot of doubt and questions I have for Master Abram. Specifically.
That's really what I wanted to talk to you about. The Cobalt Soul as an organization, I think, is important and wonderful, and the people of the Cobalt Soul are flawed like all of us, and I've had my run-ins with them, and I want to make things right. I want there to be peace between the two organizations, the assembly and the Cobalt Soul. We're both working together to protect the people and protect the world. And I feel like Master Avum, it was one of those people who closed the doors on that, and I don't know what to do. I made a mistake, I think, and a door's been closed to me for a while, and I don't know. I would like your guidance to see how we can open up. They kicked me out
From the soul?
from Rex and Trum
Why?
because I was just all I was doing was trying to talk with the Cerberus Assembly, just try to learn more about what magic and how we can help people and how we can just further advance. And I knew Master Avum didn't like it, and so I just kind of went behind his back to talk to some of those people, and he was furious.
I don't think you should feel shame for that. In fact, the fact that you want to continue to learn far outweighs the politics between the Cobalt Soul and the Cerberus Assembly. I think as long as you want to continue to learn and grow and do your best not to sacrifice so many people to do it, that's what we are. We're magic. We're arcane. We think. That's all we do. That's why we have spell books and notes, and all we do is write and speak and share knowledge. I don't know what they expect from us when we tell them we want to continue to learn more, and we've learned all we can from them. And if they tell us no, that's not what the soul intends, and I don't believe that's what the Cerberus intends. I believe there might be... I don't think it was the soul that kicked you out. I think it was Master Avum. So it might be the people and the individuals who create such a place that is so distraught. And I think it's ridiculous, and I think that's something to be ashamed about. When you stop your learning, when you stop your own growth, you become weaker than everyone else. So, I applaud you for continuing. You should continue to do it, but do be careful. I don't know how long ago you've left the library, but considering that you are sharing much knowledge and powerful knowledge gives me a sign that you need to experience and learn a lot. Secrets must be kept and told to the right people. And you decide who are the right people. Work with them. Talk with them. Learn them. That is why I trust Miss Gwenora and Mr. Stone and Imogen.
So these are the right people?
So far, to be honest, I tell them little bits. I haven't told them anything, a lot. I want to. I can feel that sharing of knowledge wanting to come out of me, especially because I'm alive because of them. But again, at the same time, we've also really barely met each other, aside from Imogen, but I've also haven't seen her for years. I just need a little bit of time, more time to fully trust them.
Well, the last time I withheld information, I got kicked out. I'll have to sit on that, but like Ayun, we're all about spreading the word and spreading that information. I hear you, but keeping secrets, it will be tough for me.
You and I have different ways of judging others. You decide who is right to tell your information, and likewise I do. I'm simply saying, take a second thought before you share what you're going to share.
Okay. Can I give you a hug?
I thought you would never ask.
Aww.
And then Jackson just
Cute.
nuzzles in and like, yeah.
Stone
then-
is trying to look not jealous. I'm just kidding.
And then
Guys, go ahead and put your
to pet
shipping
him.
comments in the video.
Oh, no.
Jackson just rubs his eyes a little and pets Mongwu and just walks off and reads a book.
Neela goes over to like nestle in with Jackson.
Pets.
You'll notice there's a very strange energy between Mongwu and Neela as they kind of just stare at each other.
Oh no.
It's not like if it's hostile, it's not quite amicable. It just is more like, it's like, I mean, these are sort of extensions of yourselves, and seeing like someone else's extension of self, looking at their extension of self is a weird feeling for them. But as that evening comes to a close, Imogen, that night you have a dream that you see completely through a perspective of someone else. A woman walks up to a bar and orders a drink. She kind of keeps looking over to what looks to be a tiefling with blue skin who is currently pounding them away at a game of what looks to be 3 Dragon Ante. As you're about to like stand up and go over to that particular gentleman, a tabaxi kind of sits down in front and says, "Care for a top up before you do whatever it is you're going to do?" The woman just replies, "Sure. How long have you been in town for?" He's like, "Oh, not long. Looking for my family." "How about you?" "Looking for anyone but my family," the woman replies. "Well, here's the families and the seeking or non-seeking of them. My name is Stone." She says, "My name is Sharon. Pleasure to meet you."
Sharon Stone.
That evening that morning you wake up with perfect recollection of the dream. So it's almost most of the time you can't remember how a dream it begins or ends unless you wake up from it. But in that part you can memorize almost every detail leading up to the bar. You can remember the sound of crashing waves, the sun, the humidity before entering into the establishment, every kind of detail about everything, including the blue tiefling. But it's the one-eyed tabaxi that sticks in memory, someone you've seen pretty recently. Anywho, if you want to divulge any of that to the party, you're welcome to over the week that you guys are traveling through. And at a certain point, oh yes, Mr. Stone.
I was gonna say this whole week I am trying to use my forgery kit and my eye for detail to make a symbol of the Cobalt Soul that I could use for my background ability of a alternate identity.
Ooh. Okay.
So I'm gonna try to make it in a way that'll allow me to pass off that I am a member of the Cobalt Soul.
Sure. Let's
judging
go ahead.
by what I've heard from the two of them talking, plus everything I've seen.
Yeah, let's go ahead and forge a library card. Go ahead and roll dexterity, and you are proficient with a forger's kit, so you add your proficiency modifier to that roll.
Cool. Dexterity, you said?
Correct.
Oh, great. I love this. 22, 25.
25.
I rolled
Ladies
a
and
natural 19.
Holy shit. There isn't a chance that I was ever going to. So, the symbol of the Cobalt Soul. Good God, I'm not going to find it in here. Damn it. It's the one thing they didn't include.
Jackson's.
Here we go. Boom. This is the symbol of the Cobalt Soul. You're able to accurately watermark, even with limited materials, the symbol on the background with an official naming. You're able to write into the name of a scribe, but you're also able to deftly scribble it in a way that looks like doctor's handwriting. That name could be anything, but it looks legitimately official. So much to the point that you could even try and test it out with either the Cobalt Soul member or ex-member to see if it does match up to snuff.
Yeah. I also noticed that they also had like some sort of headband or arm, something like that signified it too.
Correct.
Could I also make a forgery of that as well? Does that have the symbol on it, or is it just like a color? It has a symbol on it?
It typically does have
okay.
a symbol of it, like a small little engraved medallion in some cases. Other times it is just woven into the fabric.
You would have noticed on Dust's headband every time he takes it out, picks it up, that the symbol's like just centered and has the color.
Yeah.
Maybe I
Naruto headbands.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
I also got something after he's done.
All right.
Wonderful.
Sure.
I'd like the name, by the way, is Rock Gale. Is the name that the fake name?
God.
Boo.
Shame this man.
Hey, I'm Rock Gale.
Joke's on you. I have no shame. But yeah, eventually I would show it to Dust and be like, "Hey, how does this look to you?"
Are you trying to draw the symbol, or you just doodling?
Well, it looks like a membership card. I'm assuming is what I made.
Oh. If we wanted something like that, we can completely get you in.
Oh, well, I don't want to actually be part of the club. I just want to convince other people that whenever I need to that I'm part of it.
Oh, definitely understood. Yeah, it looks. Does it look like it would work?
It does.
Okay.
It's obviously in a different format, but like you could make the excuse like, oh well, this is probably from the branch in Zadash. Like this is how they do their embroidery or their stuff. They don't have like they're not succinct on like what each specific location needs their membership to look like. You go to Zadash, they can assume that it's Rexingtrum. It passes off. It looks official. It's laminated and it's scented like orange.
It's laminated. How do they do that on a horse?
This is
Dragons
guide.
is such an interesting and vast world of magic and
I love it.
I will say, Mr. Stone, if I had not known you beforehand, I would have assumed you would have been from a branch, so I'd say you did a really good job. Maybe try it on Jackson just to test it out.
Do you have one extra one of those headband things?
I don't, but...
Do you have like a coin with a symbol on it or anything?
I have some blue fabric I can give you.
Wonderful. That's good enough.
And like a cloth.
Oh my God! Look for her. Sorry, the cat.
No, I can't stop
so
him.
oh.
It's where he wants to be.
It's so cute. Mine's Zelda's asleep with her paws covering her face right now.
Otherwise, she'd be screaming.
Fair. But yeah, so I'm gonna take the blue cloth and kind of like tie it around my arm really quick.
Okay.
And well, no, shit, I can't. No, I'm gonna keep it to myself. I'm not gonna test it out yet. We'll see.
All right, sounds
because
good.
just in case. I don't think Stone would trust Jackson completely yet to show him the forgery.
Sounds good.
Just
you
yet.
just saw him hug
Yes.
Dust.
That's fair.
It's weird. It was like a
Um,
bard was playing in the background.
Oh my love. Yeah, that's all Stone's doing the whole time. Is just working on that forgery the whole week.
Just Abby, in a quick second before you go.
Sure. Go for it.
There is a point in which, because we've done a few things, we've had a few moments between that. I'd say by this point, about 3 days have passed. When you leave the actual forest, and indeed there is a transition from when the forest's trees look less like steel wool on metal branches and turn back into wood and leaf once more. A day after, you finally reach a very clear area where the tufts of grass become fewer and fewer, and the cold of the ground begins to take over, turning into a more Arctic-like environment as the ice kind of sheens over everything. Point of order real quick, Philia, what is your favorite terrain?
My favorite terrain. Oh shoot, where would I find that?
Good question. I'll let you think about it for a second. Let me know when you find it. Mr. Dust, you had something you wanted to do while we were entering into the colder part of this continent.
Throughout this whole time, Dust has been kind of like, every night has been kind of playing with the skeletal hand, just kind of like seeing if you can control it more, shoot it out farther, that kind of stuff.
Sure.
Second is Miss Gwenora.
Yes.
Would you be willing to cast sending to my family and to Imogen's as well? We can check on them just to make sure they're okay.
Yes, of course. Let's see here. Sending.
You need to have a proper description of who you're sending it to. So specifically, Dust, who do you want to send to your family?
Let's see. Who would you assume would be? Okay. There's one of my younger siblings. His name is Uman. Let's see, last I saw him.
Well, he looks like me. Yes.
Yeah. He looks smaller than I am, not as broad. His hair is much well kept. The boy makes himself look very good. He very much cares about his appearance. And has a very taller than I, has a small, wonderful smile. God, I miss that boy. Very big, huge brown eyes, bigger than mine, and a very petite, small nose.
Excellent. All right. I think I have a picture in my head. What would you like me to say? I can say up to 25 words.
All right, people. Here we go. You saw it. Okay. I'm excited.
Sorry. How is the family? And is everyone okay? And how is Imogen's family? We are traveling together, myself and Imogen. Just checking on you.
All right. I'll send that then.
Okay. So you get a picture in your mind of this is Uman, UMAN?
Yeah.
Okay. You get a picture in the mind of this furbolg. You place out and tap into the wonder and the majesty that is Raya. You send out the message, repeating verbatim what he said. And the first thing that comes into as a response is, who are you? I'm not supposed to talk to strangers, but I mean, if I were well, how can you hear me? Can you see? And that's where it ends.
And then I'm the only one who can hear that, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Well, Dust, I have some good news and I have some less good news. So the good news is they're fine. Everyone's fine from what I can tell, but he says he doesn't know you. Or
No.
maybe he means me.
Yeah, he
Oh,
doesn't. You never
I
introduced yourself.
I think he means me. Well, anyway, they're fine.
Do me one favor, because now there is very good reason why I didn't want you to introduce yourself yet. Would you tell him you are God?
Oh my god.
Can I tell him?
Slam dunk.
Oh, which one?
We very much as children used. I feel so bad, but we used to mess with him so much. You see, a lot of our family, despite me being a wizard, a lot of us have a little bit of druid. Some of us had issue we could control, maybe a little bit of wind, a little bit of earth, different things.
Fire.
We used to blow leaves in the wind, and I would cast message into him to talk to him and tell him it was the spirits of the forest talking to him. Just tell him you're the spirit of the forest from his childhood. He'll understand.
Oh, okay. I think I can do that. So I'm gonna do that again.
Okay.
And so one of the things I'll send is, ooh.
I'm gonna count this one.
Yeah, you should. So, ooh. I am the spirit of the forest from when you were young. Glad to hear everything's well. That's it.
A few moments go by, and you hear in a very panicked voice, you're like, "I remember you, spirit. I always thought you were a fiction created by my family. Ask of me anything, and it will be done." Magical telephone is great, y'all.
Well, right. Well, he fell for it, it would seem. And he also says that if you want him to do anything, he'll do it. I think he thinks I
Check
have
on
some
my
kind of
family.
power.
Sorry?
Could he check on my family?
You're just
Yes.
fucking around with one member of his family, putting a spell slot in every time.
I looked at Imogen and kind of like do a sad face. I'm sorry, and like his ears go down. I'm sorry, I got distracted.
Well, that will be the last message I can send for a while, but yes, I can tell him to check on your family. All right. So I'm gonna send one more message back.
Specifically, my dad.
Okay. So I send one more message back and I say, listen here, young man. Please make sure to check on Imogen's family, particularly her dad. It's very important. And I'll just leave it at that.
Okay.
A lot of wasted words.
He says, "Oh, old Gerald. Yeah, I'll check in on him the next chance I get. How should I respond? I'll check on them today. Right now, in fact. Okay. Did you?" And that's it.
Okay, well, Imogen, he says that he'll check on them today, but he doesn't know how to get back in touch with us. So I think if we want to see if they're for sure okay, I'm gonna have to rest.
Yeah. We could always do it again another day. We're only halfway through this trip.
That's true.
Indeed.
Dad's
And-
still looking a little sad to Imogen, like, I'm sorry. You should have contacted your father first.
Imogen just makes a face and turns.
Oh,
to the
I don't
front.
think he gets any pocket charcuterie for today. That's his punishment.
should have kept Pie by my side to take the blame. Damn it!
It was useful. He was the Robin. You dressed him up in bright colors, and he attracted all the danger for you.
Exactly.
Okay. As you guys make your way through here, making camp where you're able to moving around. This is a place that's untouched by the war, but the elements themselves are the most worrisome thing here. It's cold most nights, especially at night. The wind feels like razor on your cheeks. The entire sky has been a gray since the moment that you left the Shady Creek Run and, by extension, the Savalier Wood. Moving just by old paths that have been taken before, you guys go in the general direction of east, looking for roads that sometimes get covered over with snow, sleet, or ice. It is on... it should be mentioned at this point that someone should be leading here. Who would be heading up this little jaunt into the cold east?
I imagine I would be somewhat towards the front, keeping an eye on things because I have, cat's eyes.
I think I would be up front because
All
it's
right.
closer to home and it's cold.
Alrighty. The two of you can go ahead and just make some general perception checks.
General perception check.
And Bradley, to answer your question earlier, I'm proficient in Coast and Arctic.
Hey,
Those are
cool.
my
Favorite terrains?
yes. That is the word.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, good thing.
So you want Dust and I to make separate perception checks?
Oh yeah, you guys are both kind of looking out.
Wonderful.
I am most definitely looking out everywhere at all times in this area.
Sure.
Oh,
I'll go ahead and
God.
take. Oh, all the
God.
books.
Natural 20.
Ooh.
So 25
Well-
total.
Saves me
14
a
for Stone.
roll. So, as you guys are making your way through the coals, basically huddling over in whatever garments that you're able to, you make your way to a specific pass. And there's a few reasons that make this kind of dodgy. For one, it looks like the most traveled area, which means that it's probably the easiest area. Like, it's encountered on both sides and you can't see behind the hills, but this pass leads directly through the next open area on your journey. As you're moving through, you can notice that there is some snow on these hills, kind of interestingly timed for this year. In fact, the rock itself doesn't look very much like, it doesn't appear as though it's kind of natural to the rock that the hill is made out of. It is only when you get a closer look, let's see here, button 1, button 2, that you can see these two figures pretending to be a part of the scenery.
Oh.
They
That's
look
fun.
rather large.
Yes.
Do you see those statues on the sides?
Who are you asking?
I'm Mr. Stone.
Yes. Those things there? Is that? Are
They
those-
are not no, they are not natural. I may believe they could be giants. I can speak to them.
And no sooner do you say that before one picks up a rock and in giant says, "No!" But the rest of you just hear a bellow of unparalleled sound and proportions. And that is where we will take the break, because I have a feeling this will be an endeavor. I have 10 past the hour on my end here. We will rejoin back at 25 for the continuation. Sound good, everyone?
Right?
Yes.
Cool.
Ah.
Go ahead and mute mics, mute the vids.
Mute Mike's mute life.
We'll be back in a flash.
Time to kill some giants.
Y'all ready to
Good, man.
fight some? Y'all ready to fight some giants?
I love giants. I love playing with giants. Giants are one of my favorite enemies to fight with.
I don't think you intended it, but we can see their HP
That's okay.
And their shield, their armor class.
Well, you know.
and their weaknesses. In fact, we can see their entire bodies.
I know
you see
their
that?
deepest thoughts.
They're weak.
Damn it.
They're weak to insults. Quick, just yell fuck you at all of them.
We got everyone?
Bad words.
All right, everyone. Roll initiative. Send it to me in the chat, just because everything's everywhere. Ooh. Just hope that. You fat piece of. Okay.
Oh my.
Sorry. Now I can't send a message to my family.
Well, but even more importantly, now I can't send a message to my family, and the spell that saved Dust's life last time is a 3rd level spell. Guess who has no level 3 slots anymore?
Oh no, this would be on a different date. Time is passing, so
Yeah,
you can
you-
go ahead and
you-
get
Oh.
your 3 spells.
Yeah.
Bless. Okay.
I was hoping that we were able to get like one more sending because I legitimately felt that. I was like, shit, no, I wanted to hear. I wanted to actually have
It's
it.
fun. It's like, oh hey, let me say the next thing on the phone.
Okay. I was a bit concerned about going into a double giant fight with no level 3 spell slots, but yeah.
Yeah. If I were to pick the soundtrack royalty free for anything that I'd want, it would be like the cabinet meeting or one of the 2 cabinet meetings from Hamilton. Like, you could have been anywhere in the world tonight, but you're here for a double giant fight. Look, it's only a couple of giant problems. Okay. Put down Philia, and then let's see here. Winora was with the 11. No, Dust with the 11.
We both have 11.
But I got
But-
a dex plus 2 or 14 dex. Sorry.
I forgive you.
Thank you, God.
Guys, I've been eaten alive by bugs, and it's driving me crazy.
Crazy.
I was crazy once.
I'm so glad you got that. Maybe you didn't. Maybe I'm just going nuts.
We
but
could be quoting 2 different things.
very possible.
This is true.
Jackson, you are up first. Stone, you are on deck.
Okay.
You now can see the 2 giants. Also, I've said that one of them was throwing a rock, so I'm just going to go ahead and deal with that real quick.
Uh-oh.
I was
would-
hoping.
Yeah. Yes,
Never
Mr. Okay.
I don't. Well, okay. I guess I can. Let me ask this: Would I? We don't have any sort of like quick reaction we can do, right? Because to the throwing rock, or
Well, having seen them, they don't get advantage on the throw. That said, I did roll a natural 20 to hit, so
Jesus.
so I get to pick who's not in the fight this round.
oh boy.
Jesus.
I feel like I should just make this look going top wise. I'm just going to roll a d6 and decide who it is. Number 6, Jackson.
Oh, good.
No.
Okay, that's a rock. It is 4d10 plus 6.
Jeez.
Wait.
Ooh.
Do you
Christ.
I don't validate
I-
parking, no.
am I able to do a shield on that for a reaction?
Not a natural 20.
Oh, it was a natural 20, duh.
Yeah.
Well, what's the
Damn.
total? What's the total?
No.
Really?
The total would be 46. That's
Damn
a
it.
D8 that I rolled. Damn it. Okay, I'm gonna re-roll this real quick because I was rolling a D8 with one of the dice. Hang on a sec. Okay, that's 13 plus 6, which is 19, double to 38, plus another 6 is 44. 44 points of damage.
Jackson is knocked out.
Oh,
my
Jesus.
Holy cow!
Alrighty, now we go to okay, Stone's turn.
Guys, there's a shot.
Jackson, you can make your first death saving throw since you are at the top of initiative.
Oh, good.
Oh
I'm
my
so
God.
sorry.
Oh, my God.
God.
Look, Imogen's got spells. You're gonna be fine. Not Imogen.
Gwenora.
Nora, there it is. Remember.
Little Gwenny here to save the day again.
That's a
Good.
6.
Good old Gwenny.
Oh no, one death save. One death fail. Sorry.
That's
All right.
a fail.
Mr. Stone, you have the floor.
Oh, son of a bitch. Okay. Well, I guess there's no way around this. I'm going to, since Jackson's asleep anyway, I'm going to pull out 2 daggers, one of them being the Blade of Broken Mirrors.
Yeah.
And which one was the one that threw the rock?
Utragard,
Utragard. Okay, wonderful.
female frost giant.
Female frost giant.
Yeah.
Okay. I will. Yeah. Well, they're what, 30 feet away from us, ish.
I would say
20?
15. Yeah, I'd say 30 feet.
Does it say "fuck you" on the thing?
It's not
Yes. That's their weakness.
Anyways, I'm gonna do 2 weapon fighting. Well,
Hmm?
yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna throw the first dagger. I'm gonna throw Blade of Broken Mirrors.
Cool.
Wonderful. And that's going to be, what is that going to be? 17 to hit.
17 hits. As the blade of broken mirror sings through the air, you can almost hear Raza just going as it impales into his calf. The frost giant kind of like is noticeably and goes to like pull it out as it disappears in an inky black back into your hand.
I didn't roll damage, stupid Dino.
Yeah.
I was just sitting here listening to you, not doing anything.
It's all good.
That is 7 points of piercing.
Okay.
And then as a bonus action, I'm going to do insightful fighting.
Cool.
So I can get sneak attack from now on.
Okay.
So
I
have to do
rolled
you do deception, I do
17. Now let's see what you got for insight.
Okay.
How insightful is the cat?
Pretty insightful. 18. Barely.
Please refer to the red dot.
Oh my god.
Listen, we got 2 fucking giants on this thing.
Uh,
Oh, that's
up.
not good.
That has been interrupted. Stand by, everyone. Just gonna exit game quickly.
I think as long as you can see it, it's okay, because I feel like you
Yeah.
could still move
You
things
can still
around.
Do things.
Yeah, I'm pretty
This
sure.
is what it looks like behind the DM's board.
Don't look at anything. This is all
I'm
taboo.
looking.
I'm
I'm
looking.
looking.
Looking everywhere.
I wish I could kill you guys more than once.
So
you could.
Oh, I can, huh?
You literally could.
your
It was
description
funny
of the
when
dagger
Jackson-
reminds me of, for my campaign, my character cast witch bolt all the time, and
Yeah.
so I made it literally like a blue cackling witch
Yes.
that like soars through the sky,
That's
and she
excellent.
makes the cackle.
Damn
as she
you.
goes.
Interrupted status. Get out of here. I don't need you.
I think it's still okay as long as you can move the
Yeah.
tokens around.
Alrighty. Well,
It just
can't
means
I-
that anybody else watching might not see what you do. Like if you, I mean, yeah, you're good.
Yeah,
Okay. User here. Okay. So you've done your action, your bonus action. Do you want to run? You can always run.
I'm going
If you
to.
Don't run too far.
So if we're on horses,
Yes. Do you want to
What-
have that be a factor in here, or do you want to dismount before you start dealing with those? Look, we can all as a group decide that the horses are in play and can die, or we can say that you guys got off the horses, and the only one that was hit was Jackson's, and then we can leave it at that.
that's fine with me. I just want to make sure.
All
I
good.
want to keep
So they're not going to run away.
No, they're trained they're battle horses. They're from the Trebain
all I
household. The
wanna
most
make
useful thing to an adventure is to have a horse that doesn't run away when gunshots and magic firing and
Yeah.
goes off.
Yeah, I'm going to. Are there any like are there any like ridges or anything I can hide for cover at all anywhere?
You might be able to get up here with your entire movement. The black areas are considered difficult terrain, so it takes 10 feet of movement to move up them.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Does it still, since he's part of my party and I am proficient in Arctic travel?
I had to check that, and now you're using it to hit me over the head with. I would say you're not oh gosh, does that extend to your entire party though?
That's
Yeah.
the only thing I'm wondering. I think it extends to the whole party.
I think so.
Let's take a look. Yeah, everyone thinks so, do they? Okay. Difficult terrain doesn't slow your group's travel. You can't become lost except by magical means. Engage in an activity such as traveling. You remain alert to danger. You're traveling alone. You can move stealthily at a normal page forwards, twice as much food, tracking with other creatures. Yeah, you should be fine.
Okay.
You should be able to move that. With they would ordinarily be difficult terrain because of fucking Philia. Then no, you're fine.
Yeah, I can't exactly hide because I already used my bonus action, but I'd like to at least go behind cover so I can't be, I can't have a rock thrown at me again.
Want to be like right here?
Yeah, sure. That works.
All right, sounds good to me. Next up, we have Philia herself. On deck is going to be Dust. Know what you want to do. Miss Philia, regale us.
I would like to cast Hunter's Mark at the one that's the female frost giant.
Done deal.
And then from there, I take out my longbow and I'm going to hit it, or at least try to.
I'm going to hit it. Go for it. That'll get into.
That was great. Natural 20.
Fuck you. Fine.
But
sorry, I don't know where that came from.
Damage is not as great, unfortunately. That's okay.
What's your damage?
Okay.
Remember to roll for your Hunter's Mark as well.
Yes. Thank you for reminding me, because that
welcome.
was actually pretty good. Okay.
And remember, you double both Hunter's Mark damage die and the longbow damage die, and then add your modifiers.
Okay, so that's 12 for Hunter's Mark, but then 7 for the longbow damage.
For
altogether.
19. Oh gosh, can I do math in front of everyone while
And since its health is already lower than its maximum, I would also like to use Colossus Slayer, which is a special I have. Once per turn, when you hit a creature with a weapon attack, the creature takes an extra 1d8 damage if it's below HP maximum, which I believe it is, which I forgot to roll. So we rolled it now, and we got a 4.
Okay. Man, with a single shot from her longbow, this arrow has pierced directly into a close clavicle to the jugular of this giant. As she kind of grips at it, she's kind of like shocked by the initial impact. Seeing it go almost all the way halfway down the shaft into this thing, breaking it off doesn't solve the problem. Bonus, do you, as a ranger, get 2 attacks at 5th level?
Oh my gosh, I do.
Girlfriend, go and use it.
Yes, I'm gonna use it. Does Hunter's Mark
No.
happen again? Okay, just checking.
No, I'm sorry. I'm really bitter about the natural
Oh my
20.
God.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to be this mean. It's literally just, I get to be giants, and I love giants, and I love hitting people with giants because it's like, boom, you're gone. Sorry, Jackson.
Okay, well, we got 17 to hit on that second attack.
Well, that'll hit.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yep.
And then
They're really big. It's kind of hard to miss them.
And then we have 10 for damage.
Alrighty, I'll take 10. Man, look at you go. You're just dying like a... Anyway, the second arrow, grouping pretty closely next to the other one, strikes into the other side of it and kind of hurts the shoulder of this large being who's just kind of standing over the slope. She readies out a very large axe that looks to be almost a tree branch that has metal that was placed into it. That's action. That's bonus action as far as bonus action for Hunter's Mark.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to move? You want to run? It's always a valid option.
I just kneel down and tenderly touch Jackson's shoulder and just go, I failed you.
Oh, yeah, you did.
And then move 5 feet away from him towards Stonewind.
Done deal. That where you want to be, or more closer here?
Yep, that's square. Nope, that's
Done
perfect
deal.
square.
Alrighty, we move next over to Dust. On deck is Gwenora. Know what you want to do. Mr. Dust, you have the floor. You are muted.
My bad.
You're good.
Would I know what kind of giants these are?
Looking at them, it's almost pretty apparent with the climate that they are, in fact, frost giants.
Okay. I'm going to attempt to yell, or I'm going to yell in giant. Hold. Why? Why are you here?
Go ahead and make a persuasion check.
I'm great at wolves. 10.
10. They do not. They. The only reaction that you get from you speaking out is Utragord looking over at Gunder and kind of just smiling, be like, "Speaks, leave alive, barely."
I'm going to. Oof,
I'll count that as a bonus action for you. So you have an action and a movement remaining.
Oh damn it! I was hoping this was for you. Damn it.
Whatever. You make a check, you get a thing.
Yep. I'm going to then. How far are they from? It looks like they're on the edge of the cliff. Is that a fair assessment? Like based on where they're at, where they're sitting?
The hills kind of slope upwards, but they are at the apex of it, yes. So
Okay.
I would say, roughly speaking, from you, Dust, they're 5, 15, 20, 30. Yeah, about 30 feet away from you.
Okay.
Turning right
5,
back
10,
behind.
15,
Where you're
5,
staring
10,
at.
15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Okay, cool. I'm going to cast. Jess is going to bring like a small or marble out and start like kind of conjuring and pushing what looks like a black hole forward in front of Utragord.
Okay.
And going to use magnified gravity.
Okay.
And pull her off. Like put it 10 feet in front of her because it's a 10 feet square or a 10-foot sphere. And she has to make a con save of 14. Beat 14.
That's a 3, so an 8.
Okay. So each creature in the sphere on turn, when you cast a spell, must make a Constitution save. A failed creature takes 2d8 force damage, and its speed is halved until the end of its turn on a successful save. Okay, that's fine.
You can go ahead and do the damage.
Yep.
Put a little snail icon because he's slow.
Let's see this. Been playing with virtual dice. Now I get to use my actual ones for once.
I love rolling actual die rather than rolling virtual die.
Much better.
14 damage.
14 damage.
I'm going to move her 5 feet forward so she falls.
Okay, and so she will. We'll go ahead and say that she is. The slope will make her prone. What do I use for prone? I like this one for prone. Okay, man, got a lot of things. Hunter's marked, slowed, and currently down. She is prone. That sucks. That sucks. You suck. Okay, bonus action or any kind of movement. Right. Stay there, please.
Going to back up 30 feet.
Okay. By 30 feet in this direction or this direction?
Actually, how high can I get up on that mountain?
You can get 5, 10, 15, 20 feet up.
All right, I'll go up there.
Okay. Done deal.
Yep.
Coward. All right. Next up, we have Gwenora. Gwenora, what do we want to do today?
Yes. Well, so the one that's prone, is that within 60 feet?
Oh, well within, yeah.
Great. Well, then for my action, I'm going to use Sacred Flame. And that's a 14 dex save.
That is a 17. Oh, that's a 16 save on my end.
Well, guess I won't.
Okay. The bolt kind of comes down, but even as she's down, she kind of like moves away from it as a pillar of light just kind of flashes immediately as she's pulled by this little black gravity well. Bonus action or movement.
Yeah, bonus action, I'll just go ahead and get my spiritual weapon in existence.
What do we qualify as your spiritual weapon these days?
I don't think we could find like a hammer, so I think it's maybe like a sword. I don't know.
Boom. Hammer.
Oh, we got one. Okay, cool.
Any particular flavor of color you're thinking of?
Make it like purple. I don't know, because it's a spiritual weapon.
Make it pink. Make it blue.
Boom.
Yeah.
Where do you want it?
I want it to be ready to attack that giant, because I don't know if I can.
I think you get to attack when you cast it, right?
It's
Do I
true.
get? Okay,
Yeah.
well then I want it to attack.
All right, fine. Then do it.
Okay. Well,
You would have. I'm going to make this
Advantage,
I would say advantage because it's a melee attack, but the problem is that it's not. It's not a ranged spell attack. I'm going to say just a straight roll because I don't know.
well, it will not hit. It was an 8.
Yay! Maybe stay alive for one more round. Okay, that is action. That's bonus action. Do you want to run?
It's a melee spell attack.
Melee spell attack? Go
Yes,
ahead and roll
cast
with
a spell.
advantage.
Okay. Well, let me try this one more time then.
I love that we did not, in fact, revive Jackson on this round. I'm so sorry, John.
Oh no, it's fine.
I forgot.
this is- Par for the course.
I forgot, but I haven't moved, so I will say if he fails this next one, I'm ready. That one was a 17 for my spiritual weapon.
That will hit. What is the damage?
Brilliant. 11.
Okay. Man, just chipping away at it. Okay. The hammer comes down upon Utragord as her hand is smashed by this large purple hammer. Bonus action or movement? Oh, no. All you have left is movement. You got 25 feet of it. You can go wherever you want.
Well, then I'm going to get right on up next to Jackson.
Sounds good to me. Put it right here. Okay. My turn. First and foremost, we're going to go ahead and stand up. So that's going to be, okay, so it had 40 feet of movement. Reduced down to 20. Half its remaining movement is 10. So it's no longer prone. I'm going to throw a rock. Ooh, how far can I throw these rocks? 60 feet. Well,
Am I behind rocks or am I on top of something?
You're on top of something.
Oh, I was trying to get like cover.
It's kind of hard to because these slope upward.
Oh, I see. So there's no like actual cover. We're in like in a valley.
Negative. No. You
Okay.
could.
Cool.
Yeah, not in
I
this
misunderstood what that was. Then you're good. That's fine.
Area. 5, 15, 20, 30. Oh, well within range. Dust, you shall be receiving a rock, I believe.
We shall see.
That is a 6. Plus 9 is 15.
Shield doesn't hit.
Okay. The rock goes sailing through the air, and you,
Oh
as it reaches its apex, you begin to hear Ave Maria clearly in your ears before the shield comes up and it breaks against there. Some of the gravel loosely hitting Stonewind, who just saw an entire rock come hurtling towards you, and yet break.
Not again.
I want to take care of business here. Let's go ahead. How far can you? 40 feet, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Everyone is my baby here. Hello. Let's move it here. That way I have a range. Oh, gosh. I have my pick. I have my pick. I never get my pick. I want to hit the wizard. I didn't get to do it last time. I want to do it.
Ooh.
That is a 17 plus 9 for a 26. Does that hit?
That'll hit.
Okay. That is going to be 3d12 plus 6. Dice hate me today. Don't hit me that much. That is 16 slashing damage that he hits you with his great axe. He takes this thing out, and you see this white bearded frost giant carve the mountainside. And as it comes up behind you, the shield just connects with it and strikes you. Hang on. Yeah, that would hit through a shield. It breaks the shield and cuts across the front of you. He brings it right around to go ahead and put it down onto Stonewind. Let's go ahead and roll the hit. That is a 10 plus 9 for 19.
I mean, I guess.
All right, fine. Okay. That is 27 plus 6 is 33 points of slashing damage.
Uncanny dodge, please.
Okay, you can take half that then.
So is that round down?
18.
18.
36 divided by 2 is 18, yeah?
Oh, I thought it was 33. I'm sorry. I misheard.
Oh, scheisse. Was it? Damn.
Is it 36? Did I mishear?
Anyone else listening? Nobody would. It's on their
Nobody was
turn.
listening.
I'm going to go ahead and say if you heard
If you-
33, take it as 16 points of damage instead.
Sure.
Because I
That
can't
works.
prove that it was me. I didn't look at my dice. I should have. I'm a bad DM. Anyway.
Really quick, I'm going to show off the hammer that Frankie was drawing.
Girlfriend, that is awesome.
That's
I don't know.
beautiful.
Nice.
Yeah. Sorry.
That is
What is
No, it's all good. That is Gundar and Utragard done. Imogen, it is your go.
Okay. Rage. I can rage after. Okay. I'm going to
You can rage before your turn as well.
Oh.
Yeah, you
well,
can bring
I'm
up.
gonna rage now.
Yeah.
Of course. And then I'm going to go up to Utragord,
Yeah.
right? With my silvered great axe and try to, get her while she's not down anymore, is she?
No, she's standing. She's just slowed.
Okay. While she's
Um,
slowed.
You can. Are you taking this recklessly for advantage or just a straight attack?
Advantage.
Done deal. You can roll with advantage for your attack.
Okay.
Please don't kill me.
Well, I rolled a natural 20.
Go.
So-
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
And then for damage, it's going to be 10.
Okay.
Oh, but if I'm raging, do I add any more on?
Yeah, I
Two.
believe you add an additional 2 points of damage.
That's going to be 12.
Alrighty.
Nice.
So, the first strike goes right into the. I almost said clavicle. That's this part right here. It goes into the femur with the strength of chopping down a tree. Just directly connects with it. Pulling it back out, you have your second attack, and you get advantage on this because all your attacks are reckless now.
Okay. That's going to be 15 plus 5, 20.
Holy shit! Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay. And then 15 damage.
Okay, you did more on that one than with the natural 20.
Hell yeah.
nice.
Okay. Whittling it down, you go ahead and bring back the great axe again, and once more with that same measure, you don't quite hit into the same area where you hit because your aim's reckless and you're just raging like all hell. You create a new incision into the leg, chopping just about 2 feet below the other hit as this female frost giant roars in extreme agony and exquisite pain. Any kind of movement you'd like to take?
I'll take maybe like 10 feet back.
Okay. How much range do I have with a... That's the only downside here. They have a range of 10 feet. You're still within 10 feet of me. Nope, you're in 15. I'm going to go ahead and take my attack of opportunity. Because you went out of...
I know, I should have just stayed there.
Do you want to?
Yeah.
You would know that if you left the range.
Yeah. Look, it's the classic question. Should you stay or should you go?
We have to quote a song
Every
every
episode.
episode.
Otherwise, we don't get the sponsorship. We don't anyway, but... But to clarify, do you want to stay where you are?
Yeah, I'm gonna stay.
Sounds good. We go to the back of the top. We go back to the top. Jackson, go ahead and make me a death saving throw.
Alrighty. So I just remembered I have portent. And so I rolled two d20s. One was a 5, one was a 16. So I will gladly take that 16 to be an
Okay.
automatic success.
Alrighty, that is 1 success, 1 failure. We move next to Stone Wind.
Wonderful. I'm going to shite. Okay, so I've got this big guy in front of me.
Yeah. Some might say that a problem, others an opportunity.
I am going to, well, I currently get sneak attack on both of them, I guess.
That is correct. Philia is enabling you to get sneak attack by just her being there.
Fair. I will. Well, I have one dagger out.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm going to. I'm just gonna stab the one in front of me with Blade of Broken Mirrors.
Go for it.
And I'm going to throw in sneak attack in on top of that.
All right.
I guess if it hits, I should say. But okay. Ooh, that should hit. 23.
23 will hit and the damage.
Okay.
Giggles like that. Makes me
Sorry.
uncomfortable. No, it's okay. It's totally fine. I'm just fucking with you.
Total is 25.
25, girlfriend.
I rolled
Wow.
2 6s, a 5, and 2 4s.
Damn.
Very nice.
There we are. With the Blade of Broken Mirrors in your hand and the positional advantage awarded to you by Phileas being there, you go ahead and you reach and you aim for, oh my gosh, what is the area that's connected from your ankle to the actual leg? It's a thin strip of bone. They did it in a hostel where you just like cut it and you can't walk anymore.
The Achilles heel?
Tendon?
Yes, the
Achilles heel?
tendon. That's
Achilles
it.
tendon, yeah.
You strike into the tendon, and while not completely severing it, you do a great chunk of damage, which you can just hear Raza just yes. Do you have a bonus action or a movement, sir?
How badly is the other one looking right now?
I mean, not great.
Okay,
30-something.
I might just
Hey.
wait. I'm going to, because I took the mobile feat, so I made a melee attack. I'm going to step back.
And you do not
I want to go
incur.
like somewhere
Give me compass
like
direction.
10 feet to the left of Jackson.
10
2
feet
squares to the left of Jackson,
Okay, so then we can put you there.
or 1 square to the that's it. That's what I meant.
No,
Well, actually, 10, 20. I want to be move
Very
me
best.
5 feet closer. Yeah,
yeah.
right there. Am I within 20 feet of both of them? I'm within 20 feet of Gunder, but I'm not within 20 feet of.
No,
Right?
you're 25 feet away from Utragord.
Then I'll go to the square in front of Jackson instead. Oh shit! I have enough to get there.
Yeah. You would be here, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, I have 40 feet of movement.
So then that would have been 5, 15. Yeah, you would have been able to get there, no problem.
Cool. Got it. And then for my bonus action, I will take another dagger and throw it at. Oh no. Screw it. I'll hit Gunder again.
Go for it. That was a long slide for it out.
Yeah, I realized I can't. I already did the sneak attack, so it didn't matter. That's gonna hit. That's not gonna hit. 13.
13 does not hit.
Yeah, it's fine.
Alrighty. That's action, that's movement, that's bonus action. I'm going to go ahead and throw it over to Philia. Philia, you're within 5 feet of a giant.
I am. Before I attack, I look at Gwenora and I just go, "Do you have him?"
I have him.
Okay. And then I say thank you. And I take aim again at Urgurd.
If I made them easy, it wouldn't have been this much fun for me. Yes.
Ignoring Gunder completely. Just like not even looking. Just looking at this giant completely the other end. And I take aim to do things.
Okay, good. Take aim to do
My
things.
longbow. Yes. Oh my gosh. I'm holding so many
Take
dice.
that, Ura Duragard.
How dare you, sir?
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Ultra Gourd.
Sounds
Okay.
Plus
like
One,
I'm doomed.
one attack got 17.
Okay, that'll hit.
The other attack got 13.
That will not hit.
Okay. That
You can load all your damage in that front one.
Okay.
That'd be
Well,
Hunter's
I
Mark,
mean,
regular longbow, the Slayer.
yeah, that's yep. Okay.
We call that the Supreme.
Okay. First, there's 11, and then there's 3 from Hunter's Mark, and then there's 6 from Colossus Slayer.
That's 20 points of damage.
Oh my god.
Does it feel good to be powerful?
Yes. The other campaign is so
Yeah.
sad. I can't speak my languages or anything.
You shoot the arrow directly into the nose of this creature, and as it
Ow.
like pierces through into deeply into its kind of cartilage, you can kind of see it like its brain function is beginning to like you see like tears of blood begin to kind of stream down that kind of immediately crystallize. Bonus action or movement?
I look at Gunder. That's it.
Alrighty. Moving on, we have Dust.
Okay. I yell again to them really quickly, to the giants in giant. Are you sure you want to keep fighting?
Gunder turns over and says, I will be more than enough to eat 6 measly. And that's all he kind of gets out. Giant is a very long, robust language where most of the words are elongated because the frequency at which they speak is so deep. And I don't, it hurts my throat to do that.
I'm going to, Dust is going to kind of like pull his arm forward, and you see like a giant, like a really, like you guys have seen the hand come out, but it seems way bigger, like a really way bigger grayscale, and everything goes gray around him. Oh, wait, I have to move closer. Whoops. Let me walk first. Let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, I'm gonna Misty Step to right in front of Utragord next to Imogen.
Oh, okay.
I think that's enough space, right?
That's, well, you can go about there. Misty Step is only 30 feet, right?
Correct.
Okay, so
That's
that'll
right.
get you about 30 feet.
Perfect. Cool. Going back. Turns it completely gray, and he's gonna cast Blight on Utragord.
Oh, fuck you. All right, fine. It's a con save if I'm not mistaken.
Correct.
Dino, help me out.
14.
Which do you think?
14. Red.
Okay. Hey, that's 12 plus 8 for 20.
So you take half of 45 damage.
Fuck.
Thanks, Dino.
Bye-bye.
Hang on a second. Half of 45 would be rounding down 22. Okay. Would you like to go ahead and give me the details of this thing's demise?
From like, Dust goes completely grayscale. Everything around him's black and white, and then all of a sudden a large skeletal horn comes and goes inside of Utragord, and just you hear the pop of the heart.
Ooh.
It just enters in through all the open wounds that were created by arrows and slashes, and it just begins to fill, and you can just hear this congealed squish as the muscle that holds the frosted heart of this giant is impaled upon the power of this blight. Thank you, sir. Bonus action movement.
I will move. I'm gonna I'll move my 30 feet away from Gunder.
Sure. Where do you want to go? Just east?
Kind of like we're above the snail, where like snail picture on Utragord is.
I gotcha.
Before he leaves, Storm's gonna be, you're kind of scary, you know?
Dust is gonna turn around, and you're gonna see like black ooze kind of spewing out of his mouth.
Good talk.
And
You
just
got a
kinda-
little spilkus on your galactic oinkum.
And then he's just gonna stop. Is that all my move? Is that all 30 feet?
That is not all 30 feet, but you wanted to be there, so I put you. Oh, do you?
Want to continue? I thought that was all 30. I miscounted.
Yeah, sure. That'll probably about do it. Here,
Perfect.
Here,
That's
5,
it.
10, 15. Yeah, you could probably go a little further if you wanted to, but
And I'll just look at Gunder.
cool. Next up, we have Gwenora.
Yes, we
Or-
do.
Do you want to just hurt people?
I mean, I could, but just to be safe, I will cast Revivify.
Oh, you don't need to. He's not dead yet.
He's not dead.
Revivify is purely when dead.
Oh,
You can
it's
use
purely
it-
when dead.
You can either use
Oh.
Cure Wounds or Healing Word to bring him back because he's still making his death saving throws.
Well, then I didn't understand that as well as I thought. So, in fact, I actually have something different to do.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Wait for Jackson to die, and then revivify.
No.
Like, I need to be. It's like I bought this diamond. I really want to use the diamond. I don't want to feel like I just bought this diamond for nothing. I'm vamping so that Gwenora can go ahead and read over her spells. How's everyone doing tonight? Everyone having a good fight?
We're having a great fight.
Yes. So instead, since this is news to me, I would like to attempt to banish Gunder.
The fuck you say?
The fuck I said. Yes.
Alrighty.
It's a 14 charisma save.
Charisma?
Charisma. That's right.
That's an 8.
Goodbye.
Oh my gosh.
Freaking banish.
What the heck is this?
You just see for a second like this magical welling appear, and then all of a sudden a small jet of purple just hits into the form of Gundar. He kind of like touches it, like you hear in giant, this feels fun, and he's gone.
And the 1 minute timer starts.
Yes, it does. Let us
The
begin. So
What
we
timer?
do you not read the spell all the way through? They're gone only for a minute unless it's their home plane. Frost giants are from the material realm.
I didn't read my spell.
Oh no.
In true Gwenora fashion, she
We
has
have-
tried something and it didn't quite go the way she intended it to. In which case, I would like to use my bonus action to cast Mass Healing Word at level 3.
Cool.
Yeah.
And but let me just do the casting there real quick.
Well, hang on. You said mass healing word.
Yeah.
So
It's- I have it as a bonus action at
that is
level 3.
correct. So
Yeah.
for spell casting,
Uh-huh.
whenever you cast 2 spells in a single
Oh.
turn, one of them has to be a cantrip, regardless if it says action or bonus action. If you cast a spell that requires a spell slot, then you can only cast a cantrip.
Well, in which case, how about
I'm just gonna take a nap, y'all.
You've got a minute. Here's the thing: you've got a minute, so you're currently out of
Yeah.
combat
okay?
for the next minute, and you can use the 6 seconds to just to cast a healing spell. How long does
Well, the only cantrip healing I have is Spare the Dying.
well you could cast spell.
Wait.
That would be fine.
But you had just told me I can't use Revivify because that's also a 0 HP
That's-
thing.
Yeah, that's if you're completely dead. So here's the thing: mass
Ah.
healing word. I think you said takes 10 minutes, if I'm not mistaken. Mask your wounds.
Oh freaking heck.
Hang on a second.
But Spare the Dying, since he is not dead but has 0 hit. Aha, okay.
True.
All right.
It'll stabilize him.
Another action you could take is either cast healing word or cure wounds, both of which are instantaneous and would bring him back into the fight.
Okay.
If you'd like, if you just want to stabilize him so he doesn't have to make any more death saving throws, that's fine. You can save your spell slots for when Big Boy comes back in 54 seconds.
Do whatever
Well,
you
you
want.
know.
I think we
Then-
heal him
Then
because
Cure Wounds, yeah.
we have a minute,
But
so we can like all
my
prepare.
Cure Wounds is not a cantrip.
No. But here's the
But you're
thing.
out of combat now.
But I'm out
Yeah.
of okay.
So you've got
All right.
60 seconds, and within this, like the only reason I'm saying because I think you said mass cure or mass healing word or one of the or prayer
I
of
did.
healing.
Yeah.
I believe that takes 10 minutes, which you've only got a minute left
No.
into the. How long does it take?
A bonus action.
Well, what he was trying to
but
tell
we're
you
not
that if
in
you're,
combat.
it doesn't matter anymore.
God
Yeah.
damn it.
Yeah.
Okay. Look, just nobody look at me. It's been an interesting week.
Jordan,
I'm just
You're doing
imagining
fantastic.
everyone's debating
I
over
would
my
like-
unconscious body.
I
But
would
did-
like to cast Cure Wounds
Okay.
at tell you what, we'll do level 1 and it's 1d8 plus 3.
Okay. You get to roll that because you're giving it to him.
Bad roll.
Okay.
You only get 5 hit points back.
Jackson, great news. You're alive again. Don't
Great
focus on the
news.
specifics.
Awake.
Do we all know that it lasts a minute, or
Who else?
Oh,
does
that's a good
anyone else
point.
know the spell banish?
Gunora can tell us.
Oh, what?
I said she could probably tell us, like, okay, he's only gone for a minute.
Oh, okay. Yes.
I'm
Well,
assuming.
anywho.
I mean, I would've asked.
I banished him, but he's coming back, so you better get ready.
Yes.
you
Going back.
said
I had the worst dream. There's 2 giants. Oh god, there's 1 giant.
now's
Where's the
not the
other?
time, Jackson. Hop on a horse and run.
I
Other
was gonna
giants
say,
coming
could we just
back.
Run? Could we just run?
Run.
Oh, you guys want to flee?
Can
Well, I'll
we
tell you what.
get away
We
in a
have
minute?
we have horses.
We have
In
horses.
be.
a
I
minute,
think
you
if we-
all get 30
Vroom, vroom.
feet. Hey, look, man. If you want, you guys want to go ahead and hit onto your mounts and just head on out of town, you are more than welcome to.
Wait, don't leave yet. We did hit it quite a bit, and if we all like wait and prepare together and like unleash when it gets back, because we know it's coming back, then we can just, kill it.
Could also avoid it completely and just run.
I'm on Stone's side. I want to take him down.
But it
There
might
we
be
go.
fun to say that we killed 2 giants.
It's 3 against 2.
3?
Well, yes. Imogen, or I guess 3 against 3. Imogen, me, and you.
Oh, because they run. Right, I got you.
Also, wait a tick. You said that the frost giant was native to the plane of existence?
Correct.
Mhm.
Well, then he's gone.
But he comes back.
No, that's
So
only
he's native to our plane of existence.
that he only comes back if it's native to a different plane of existence.
You have that backwards. If
Yeah.
if it's a
Wait.
devil and it's from the 9 hells and you banish it, he's stuck there. But if this is where he's from, he goes into a pocket dimension until the time has come up. Hang on.
And the spell probably reads
Oh.
native to like the plane that you're
Okay.
sending him to.
Sorry, I'm gonna stop splitting hairs on this.
No, you good. Look, cleric is the hardest class to play of all of them because you have access to all this stuff. You're not expected to know any of it. That's why we're here.
Great.
Just-
Okay, moving
just
on. Moving on.
I cast mage armor
Okay.
immediately.
When it
Okay.
pops back, do I have
I
to
will-
recast Hunter's Mark? Could it have-
Yeah, within a minute. Like you can choose to move it, but the thing is, you'd need a target to move it to. So if it's not
Yeah.
there, you'd have to recast.
And I didn't move
Um,
it.
As long as
Straight.
you
Okay,
don't
I
move
got
where
you.
you were, it'll pop up right next to you, and I'll.
Oh gosh, I should move.
Also,
No, don't, because then if you're right next to it, I get sneak attack.
Also, it bears mentioning that Imogen would also lose her rage since it would be a minute. Well, actually, she gets to rage for a minute. Forget what I'm saying. I don't know what I'm talking about. I assume that look, I think I know what's going to happen next, but I don't want to say it for everyone. So what does everyone want to do within the minute they have to position themselves before the big guy comes back here?
I will.
Actually, he would be coming back here.
We could all hold our actions.
Yes.
There it is.
Quick question: did we? So on the little image, it shows they're holding an axe. What weapons are they actually holding?
It is a great axe.
Is that it?
Yeah, pretty much. They can pick up rocks and throw them at you, though.
Okay.
Always an option. Always a juicy option. Ask Jackson about it. He had an experience.
Were they wearing? Are they wearing like bracers or anything? Maybe like
Yeah, it's like
smaller-
patchwork armor. There is some metal on them, like a bracelet on one arm or like a belt. It's basically made from just tiny little bits of metal, leather, whatever they can.
I will misty step to where he was, at least behind him, where behind he was, and then I'll ready immovable object. To
Very good.
point it- to use it on the great axe when he pops it.
Okay.
Nice. I've taken out my rapier instead, and I'm gonna move to not that far, but like right next to Philia.
Okay.
So that I know, like when it lands, it'll be right in front of me,
Sounds good.
and I'm gonna attack with my rapier.
Okay. Philia, do you want to just remain there, or do you want to get some distance?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. So if Dust is
If Dust is
there,
right next to them,
you'll
then you
still
can
get
leave.
your sneak attack, yeah? Okay, then I would like to move over to Imogen, but kind of to, I guess, on my screen it would be her right. So like I'm on the giant that's dead. Yeah.
Standing on the corpse.
Yeah, that's right. Gotta assert the dominance.
Sure.
Be like, yeah, that's right.
Gwenora, do you want to stay there, or you want to come back somewhere?
Oh, I wanna.
So
I'll
your
s-
spiritual weapon will go away, Gwenard. It only lasts for a minute.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay. Well, at least it did something this time. Um.
Cast it. You can have it ready.
Yeah, I could cast it and have it ready. Hold on. Let me look. Let me look. Give me my spells. Yeah, I'll cast it and have it ready.
Jackson's just kind of sitting in the snow. I feel weak and cold. I think I have a spell for that. And just like deliriously, he just starts waving, casting magic sigils, and snow starts forming all around him. It starts turning into this huge pile of snow, and then poof, there's a woolly mammoth right there
Oh, fuck
in
you.
place.
Oh my god.
Did you just polymorph?
Yes,
Fuck.
Oh boy.
I am now a woolly mammoth.
Oh my god.
Oh, there is a mammoth. Oh, it's
And
pretty.
in my head, I'm like, oh, much warmer.
Jackson, I thought you were a wizard. Are you a druid?
I
Well,
look
the
at
thing is-
myself. Oh, ready? That's it. I can't say anything. I'm
Just
a
gonna put him
mammoth.
off.
You're just trumpeting around.
I don't know if I can do the sound still. No, not happening.
5 gold. Whoever
Wow.
can make the sound accurately.
Nope, not happening.
Okay, as
My
it turns
mustache is
out,
getting in the way.
a woolly mammoth is in fact a huge.
Yes, it is.
Oh my god.
Just towering over Gwenora.
Classic Jackson, let me just say.
Hello.
I'm sorry. Give me just a moment, people.
Classic
Battlebound for
Jackson.
Imogen.
Yeah,
Oh,
fuck up
this-
this giant.
Have any of you guys used Pass Without a Trace before?
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out
So
if
the
it
way-
has any benefit to combat whatsoever.
Not
No.
really.
That's
No.
what I was
Not really.
thinking.
Yeah, that's more of a travel thing. If you're trying to, unless you're trying to use, like, if you're trying to sneak up on a group of people
Right.
to like fight and then get like the surprise, that's different.
So I was thinking, it's like cast it, and then oh my gosh, it's harder to see us. You can't throw rocks, but then like if we attack your real position and that whole
Yeah. Yeah, it would help if we were like going to hide right now and like,
Yeah.
you know,
or if we were running.
that's
I
true.
think. But we're fighting, so no. Okay, that's what I thought.
I really think we could just kill it in this one round if all of us go together.
I don't know. What's
Yep.
the damage of a woolly mammoth? I'm really curious to see what that attack's like.
It is. Okay, sure.
The gore. I feel like if you have to like run at it or something, and
Yeah,
like
you-
extra damage.
For that one, you can do that. But there doesn't seem to be a lot of space for a charge.
I mean, it's
My
not
ass,
difficult
my
terrain.
ass is to the one side of the canyon, and my mouth is to the other.
Austin Powers, woolly mammoth, just walking back and forth.
I had a delivery and I came back to this. Okay. Gwenora, did you want to? We established you wanted to stay here. Did you want to be up closer? He's coming back and around this area.
I don't want to be any closer, I don't think.
Cool. Imogen, how about you? Do you want to be closer?
You're looking up a woolly mammoth's butt right
I
now.
would prefer not to be placed right there.
We can move you, say, like here if you wanted to, or probably right about here.
That's great. Can I get on top of the mammoth? Would you
I will-
allow it?
I would allow it.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh
How do
my
I?
gosh.
Down,
Okay.
Boba.
Here's the problem. The
Well,
mammoth is
I'll remember.
Gotta pick layers, man.
Put an Imogen in the corner of the 3 squares.
I
I
don't
feel like he's never going to give us combat again. We keep pulling this kind of shit.
look. We all know Imogen is underneath the mammoth, but she's really on top. I'm sorry, I
Okay,
can't.
That's
can't-
fine.
Wait, hang on.
No problem.
There you go.
Hey, there we go.
Hey,
Hey, I rock.
Oh.
giddy up.
I'll put you on the head. That way, you're at least within striking distance when the mammoth moves.
Great.
Prince
You know,
Ali.
while you're on an animal, so when it moves, you move with it. It's basically like grappled, except you've got everything else that you want.
Okay.
Okay. Yes, Philia.
Once Jackson became a mammoth, I moved to the snail. So I have line of sight of this giant that appears.
Sounds good. Am I
Oh,
missing anyone? I think not, and I don't care any longer. I'm gonna go ahead and just boom. There he is. Everyone can go ahead and in initiative order. We can go ahead and Jackson, you would have the first move.
Alrighty, let me just triple check my let's see, plus 10 to hit.
Jesus.
Wow.
Wow.
He's gonna gore the shit out of this giant.
To 15.
Okay, 15 will hit, and the damage.
The damage is now, I will choose to use the stomp attack because I'm like right there.
Okay.
So I'll get up. Oh no, I accidentally deleted it.
Uh-oh.
Frick.
Well, that looks foolish. It doesn't happen. Okay, next on the list is going to be Stone.
Wait, let
He
me.
does the mash.
Mammoth. D&D
Does the
Beyond.
monster ash. Said monster ash. I'm so
If I'm on top of him, can I use my sword?
Yeah, if you want to use your sword, you're welcome
Alright.
to.
That is now going to be. Let me pull up my.
Do you have to be within 10 feet? I should have the mammoth stats on here too. This is why I don't like to play with druids.
I would go right up to it.
Stomp is 5 feet.
Is that Jim?
Oh yeah, Jimmy's here now.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna move this to the right here, just so it doesn't look busy.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, or 18,
18. What the fuck did he say? He say 18?
22 plus 7, so 29 damage. This is what you get for destroying me, for knocking me out.
Okay. With your gigantic ass mammoth feet, you go ahead and move over and stamp onto this Frostshine, who is only just getting his bearings, which will trigger into. Do you get another attack with that? I should look. I
No.
have this in front of me. That's what I thought.
No, I just get the one.
Stone, you go ahead and do that thing where I bleed out in seconds.
So, question:
Yeah,
am I flanking with Dust?
you are.
So I rolled with advantage
Okay.
ahead of time, and then I realized I should have asked first, but
Yeah.
I did. I rolled a natural 20
Of course.
Oh,
with
no.
sneak attack.
Cool.
I didn't roll that great for my damage.
Okay.
I will say that.
Great.
So in total,
Yeah.
um,
Total.
it is 30 points of damage.
Excellent.
Oh,
Wow.
Which will then trigger into Philia's attack. Philia, you can go ahead and do the things.
Okay, I would like to begin by casting Hunter's Mark.
This is a reactional, so you were holding your action to hit someone, so you don't get to cast Hunter's Mark on there.
Okay,
You can just roll to hit.
that's fine. I can do that too.
Okay, I'm sorry, Philia.
No, you're
did-
good.
You did really good on the other one.
I know. I was so ready. Okay.
Yeah.
Look, no one
Um,
disputes that. You're a great archer.
And then I only get one attack, right? Because this is like a reactive attack, not
That
like a full
is-
turn.
Well, if you're holding your action on the attack action, you get to hit twice, then you would be able to hit twice. So you get extra
Yes.
attack. Whenever you make the attack action, you get to hit twice. So
Okay.
you can go ahead and fire twice.
Great. Okay. God. 24 to hit
Okay.
for one, and then 13 for the other.
Okay.
They both hit, right?
13 does not. 24
Okay,
does.
that's what it is. Great. And then we've got 6 damage.
6 damage. Okay.
And do I still get to use Colossus Slayer?
You may.
Okay. And then another 3 damage.
Okay. Whittling it down. Alrighty, moves us up to Gwenora. Gwenora, do you want to hit with the magic hammer with a spell?
I would like. Let's see here. I would like 2.
Looking over the menu of death at her disposal.
I know. Like, there's quite a few things that I could do.
Cook them, burn them, decay them to death.
Let me look at this real quick. Okay. Why don't I just guiding bolt?
Ooh, okay.
Let's be a little spicy here. To hit 7.
Aw.
You know, if it was, I'm sorry.
So that would be a no.
Okay.
So as a bonus action, I would like to swing my magic hammer.
Okay, dokie. This was a hold action, but you can, when you cast, you get to hit with it. I'm gonna go ahead and just rule. Go ahead and swing to hit with the magic hammer. Also, Dust, thank you for not yelling at me because I definitely skipped your turn there. I'm sorry.
I totally thought I went after Gwenora. My bad.
Look, that's the beauty of you of hit with the hammer.
Anyway, to hit 15,
Okay, that will hit. And the damage?
the damage is 4.
4. Okay. Hey, it was at like 113 at the beginning of this. Now it's at like 44. That brings us to Dust.
I'm gonna run up and use a movable object on the great axe.
Okay.
Just go back to where I was.
Alrighty. You started off here, so.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I guess I'm next one.
All right. So, immovable object is cast onto the great axe. Cool. Next up, Imogen.
Okay. Well, so I have to re-rage again.
We can say that you can rage before he came back, having known that like you've been know.
That's fine. Then I'm gonna do the silver great axe again.
Cool.
I guess, and I'll just keep it with reckless advantage.
All right. Go ahead and roll.
The first one is a 10.
Mhm.
And the second one is a 12.
12 plus. Is it 12 on the face of the dice?
No, it's a 7 plus 5.
Okay. Neither one hit with the first attack. You can roll for your second attack.
Okay. That's a 23.
Okay, that will hit.
Okay. And then for damage, it's going to be 14.
14 damage. Okay. He's not dead yet, but he's getting there. Alrighty. So we go back to, with everything happening there, it will place Gunder at the bottom of initiative where he will get to strike. He'd have to move to get that great axe. It's an action to see if he can make the great axe budge, correct?
What?
Oh, I'm sorry. To dust.
It's a. Sorry, my thing disconnected real quick. It is a. You said it's a reaction.
I'm asking is like to move that axe.
It's a DC save. You have to beat a strength save of 14, and even if you succeed, it still moves at 10 feet. So I don't know how that works with attacking.
Nah, fuck it. If he's not able to move, he'll just be like, fuck this. And I'll go reach down into the earth itself, pull out a rock, and I'm just going to throw and hit it at Philia because I want someone to die.
I want to actually not do that for you.
Oh.
So my other important save is 5. So I'm going to give you a 5. I foresaw this.
Okay. It's a 5 plus 9 to hit, which is 14. Philia, does that hit you?
That is my armor class.
Damn it.
If it meets, it beats. I still get to go to Yahtzees. Alrighty.
Yahtzees. Oh, great.
I don't know what the fuck I mean by that, but let's go ahead and roll some dice. Alrighty, that is 14 so far. And that is 15 added on. 29 plus 6 is 35 points of bludgeoning damage.
I'm still standing. It's okay, guys.
Damn it. We go back to the top of initiative where Jackson, you were an elephant.
Jackson is an
Mammoth.
Mammoth.
All right, so I will attack. That is a 29.
Okay, that'll hit.
Big bodies, man. Jesus.
And that is 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 20 plus 7, 27.
27 points of damage?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, damn it.
Oh, Jackson.
Is this a stomp or a gore?
It's a stomp. It's It's 4d10 plus 7.
Okay. So you raise up your massive feet. I don't know what and this pachyderm goes to town on this giant people. He just slams down into the legs and it brings it to his knees. Bonus action or movement as a mammoth.
Roar.
So, Mr. Stone, it looks like you might have the last say on this.
I'm just going to kind of I'm going to take out the Blade of Broken Mirrors and like flip it in my hand and be like, all right, Zuzu, let's finish this. And then throw it. I want to throw it. Well, I'll see if I hit first.
Yeah.
Almost dropped it. It's a 21.
21 will hit, and the damage, it's not going to fucking matter, but sure.
Because they have sneak attack, and I rolled like yeah, that's 12, 18, 20 total. So I want to throw it like into his eyeball.
Okay. as the blade sails through the air and smacks into the eye of this thing, you can see like the entire form of the giant is it's almost like spider webbing, almost like placing a drop of black ink into a mug of water. You just watch it kind of spread out over the eye, and the giant falls down to his knees. He plummets down and slides down the hill into the snow, and just you have the blade back. And in this moment, you can kind of feel this kind of power surge, and it has awakened. So, some new facts for you, Mr.
Yay.
Oh gosh.
Oh
Mr.
no.
Stone. The Blade of Broken Mirrors now is a +2 to attack rolls and damages.
Ooh.
And you can look all this up in the book later. I'll send you all this stuff. But
Is this in the Wildmount book?
It is, yes. But
Okay,
I'd like
cool,
to
I
say
got
it
it.
out loud for everyone so that everyone
Please
can be
do.
like, ooh, ah. We're navel gazing. While holding the weapon, you can use an action to cast one of the following spells from it with a save of DC 15: Fabricate, Hallucinatory Terrain, Major Image, or Phantasmal Killer. Once it's been cast, it can't be used until next dawn.
I get spells, bitch?
Yeah, girl.
Sorry, I got excited.
It's okay. It's okay to
that's
be
cool.
excited about things.
Does Zuzu sound the same? Does he still?
Do you want to talk to him? What do you want to say?
I'm like, ooh, you seem like a happy dagger.
I'm awake now. Before it was like seeing from the other side of the void, just whispering, but now it's like strutting around, talking. But there's more power to be had. Everything is bright again.
Dust is gonna hop on, like, just body flop in front of Jackson as he's a mammoth to get his attention.
Awoo! Awoo!
Wow, such a screen accurate mammoth noise.
Alrighty.
Yeah, do I notice that?
Yeah, I was gonna look.
Yeah,
I was gonna look at I'm looking at Stone, and be like,
Yeah, in this case, you would you notice it.
Should I roll for that?
Oh yeah, I'll just take a regular intelligence check as a mammoth to see.
Guess what?
Oh
Intelligence
my
check is
God.
intelligence level is exactly the same.
There's no
Oh, wow.
fucking way that
Why
you
is a mammoth smart?
Because elephants never forget.
forgets.
The general intelligence check, which is still a +3.
That's so bullshit.
I know,
Wait,
isn't
mammoth?
it?
a mammoth?
Whoa,
It's a-
hang on a second. No, a mammoth
on.
is -4.
Yeah.
Wait,
mammoth
what is this then?
3 is the score, which means its
3 is the
modifier is
three is
-4.
Yeah.
Oh, it says intelligence 17 +3, like in quotes +3.
Oh,
What?
I'm looking at roll 20. I'm looking at roll 20 right now.
I'm looking at D&D Beyond.
I'm looking at the book.
Okay,
Look at this.
I will-
Monsters. It says
I will-
Three,
I
it
will-
still says 3 intellect. Yeah, and 3 intellect. And
I will
negative
defer to
wisdom.
you. 10 was my roll.
Okay.
So,
The 7, you can kind of vaguely see, oh, that's an interesting dagger, but nothing further than that in your mammoth form.
Is it interesting? I wonder why it's different. Let me. All right.
You're a giant mammoth, Jackson. I love you.
It's the distraction. Oof.
Yeah, exactly. Be like, ah.
Look at my hands. Alrighty.
I don't know what.
I put it away at some point.
From out of the so the giants lie dead there. You cannot loot their giant axes. Sorry, Imogen. They're massive. They're the size of a tree. But they have a bag, a satchel in each of them, and through one of them you do see some movement. The first things that come out are a few sheep, as well as at least one dog who just goes running off. They don't even stick around for the rest of the action. It looks like they've just been shooken up in the bag for a few days. But from outside of there, it looks like a slightly grayish formed humanoid wearing a mask. It looks like it's it's a wooden mask that's kind of crudely painted with like really big black eye holes and like a big circle for a mouth. Gosh, I'm trying to remember what it's from. It's like, damn it, I can't. It looks like a mask from Link, but I can't even describe it because I never played this game.
Majora's
Oh,
Mask?
Not
Deku?
Majora's
The
Mask. It's
Deku?
the other one. It's
Like
the
the spooky mask, right?
Yeah,
You get from the
kinda?
graveyard where it's wood.
Oh, I never played those games. I'm not. I'm not.
No.
I'm.
The
I'm
one that looks
totally
like
false.
a Deku when he's a Deku.
Yeah, the
child?
Deku mask, maybe.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Probably
Look,
that.
it's probably correct. Anyway, he comes out wearing that and kind of just like is a little bit dizzy, and he says, falls into the snow. He kind of like picks himself up. He's like, "Oh, does anyone speak Orcish?"
Oh,
No.
No.
Alrighty. As he begins speaking, he kind of like notices, speaketh thine Orcish?
Dust will. I shake my head, but I start. He drops off the mammoth and just kind of starts ritually casting comprehend languages.
Okay. About 11 minutes passing by later. I think it's 11 minutes. Comprehend languages, 10 minutes to cast.
Yeah, 10 minutes.
And then 1 minute extra for the ritual. 11 minutes later, you can begin to finally hear him speak clearly in through Orcish. And does it extend to everyone or just to you?
For the duration, you
Just
understand
you.
a little meaning. It's just me.
Okay. He says, do you understand what I am saying to you?
I do now.
It's
Yes.
wonderful. It's going to be interesting to explain. I'm from Boroftkrah. I was given a vision by my gods that she would be coming, and she the masked figure points over to Imogen. Imogen, it just sounds like and like you see them like pointing at you. I was told to meet you here and point into the direction of the village. I will be heading out to the village away. I will offer my homestead, but you may not know me yet.
What exactly did you see? You say you were expecting her, but for what?
There will be a strike across the sky to signify chords. The word that we would call is the challenge. I was told to find this person and to allow myself to be captured by the frost giants and taken so that I would be dropped off here.
Very way to send a message.
Easiest way to find you all.
So that makes sense. Is there any other? Do we just follow you? Is there any other information that you were given?
Do not follow me. I go ahead separately so that we do not know each other. And then when you come, I will offer you a way in to my household, my clan. And you will be given residence so she may accomplish the Stormlord's will. You must say what you have done here today, as was prophesied, that you felled 2 giants. Only thing Boroftkrah recognizes from outsiders is strength. You must show strength. You must be worthy.
Would we bring a token from these giants to prove it? Or will they just take our word for it?
What token could you take? An eye is
Head.
always good. You're going to remove the head. Maybe if you all pull together with the horses, you could drag it.
We'll do that.
Actually,
We'll do that. How far is your village from here?
you will reach it by nightfall.
Fair enough. I turn to Imogen. Imogen, how do you feel about being a goddess?
About being what?
A goddess.
I feel pretty great about it.
I
I
turn
feel
back
like
to the
it's been my destiny for quite a while now.
about that. It might be the case. I'll explain in a second. I look back to the orc. Point us to your village, and we will meet you there by nightfall.
He actually points up into the sky. He says, "Follow that star directly without deviation, and you will find the village."
Then,
That second star to the right, is that the one?
We don't go there. It's not a place. It's full of pirates, mermaids. It's bad.
saying everything that Star touches is yours.
We're just mixing it all together now. Doesn't
A
fucking matter.
human, you're a mermaid.
We will. My name is Dust, and
I must not know you. Even that is too much.
okay, I will follow. We will follow the star and bring you the body of the frost giant and
He looks, and he or she is wearing a mask. It's kind of hard to determine what they're wearing because they're wrapped up in furs. They look at the size of the frost giant. He looks back to you guys. He looks over at the woolly mammoth, and he's just kind of impressed by it. He's like, "Yeah, I mean, I will see. We will see. It is possible. I think it will definitely get the word across."
we'll see you at nightfall with the body of the frost giant. I promise you that.
Well, okay. And he just kind of waves to everyone else. He
I
begins
turn
walking.
around
Goodbye.
as he walks off. I turn around. Apparently, his god told him that we were you, Imogen, were prophesized to come to their town. They need proof of something great that we've done to prove our strength, and I figure, why not go big and bring an entire frost giant body?
The whole thing?
The whole thing. We have a mammoth. We have horses.
For
How long can he
56
be a
minutes.
mammoth?
For 56 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
The town is by nightfall, but I believe getting the point across that Miss Imogen, who is the prophesized one to come,
Maybe the head of a frost giant?
well, I wouldn't mess with somebody who took a whole frost giant and brought them to the town.
Right. I guess we do have horses too.
We do. I can always summon Rune as well to push and pull if need be.
Well, I guess we're gonna drag a giant dead body through the snow for a little while.
Bradley, would I know? Because I know with some creatures the female male thing is different. Would
Sure.
I know between the two if like the male or the female are stronger than giants?
It varies just like it would with humans.
Imogen, which body do you want to drag to the town?
The lady giant.
Then we will do that.
All right. Oh, that's right.
Oh.
I'm forgetting something that I just figured out what Lumen's going to do. Okay. So how are we going to transport this cadaver of cold over to Boroftkrah?
Jackson the mammoth is just standing there.
I gather a rope from everybody and tie the horses to the rope around like the armpits of the.
Sure. Go ahead and make a sleight of hand check for me, just for the tensile strength of the rope being tied.
Sure. Anybody want to help?
I'll
Boom.
help.
I'll
Yeah.
help.
I'm a
There you go.
goddess now, so
What's the roll? Sorry.
It will be
I
sli-
was
it'll be
like, I can write. Can I roll with advantage? Because I have a pretty good sleight of hand.
I'll go ahead and say you can. If she's giving assistance, I'll say both of you can roll. Whichever
Separate.
is the highest will be the one that we take.
Okay, got it. Not bad.
Walk over to Imogen while they're doing that.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
16. So
Alrighty. You guys are able to tie secure enough knots to create kind of this harness around the armpits of the frost giant, and it actually goes pretty well when you start to like latch it up to horses, and everyone begins to pull, including if you want to attach it to Jackson, you're welcome to.
Yeah, for now, get some help. when we can.
Jackson, I'll go ahead and give you an athletics check with advantage, unless. Real quick, is there anything else that we're doing to this body before we beforehand?
I would like to take some of its toes.
The toe is roughly the size of you.
All of them, even the pinky toes.
Pinky one's probably about probably the size of Quinora.
Then can I take 2 pinky toes?
Fuck it, make a medicine check. Where are you gonna hold these? What are you gonna do with them? Eat
I
them?
know what I'm gonna do with them. I don't know how I'm gonna hold them yet.
26, by the way.
26. Thank you, sir.
And then I got 11
11.
for medicine.
The problem is just hacking the damn thing off, and it by the time they wrap it around Jackson, you can only like break off one toe, and you do have to like get some. You have to go in between the toe jam of the foot of the ring toe, like your back to it, and just kind of push it like you're trying to break over a stump that's just there. You almost barely bust your back doing it, but you've got one giant toe. It's roughly the size of any inconvenient stuffed animal you've ever won at a carnival.
Perfect. I will take it.
Alrighty. Jackson, with the strength of a mammoth, the next 45 minutes, you were able to trudge this massive creature through the snow, and then you turn back and see you. You guys are actually making a pretty decent pace, like with Jackson just pushing as hard as he can for as long as he's able to. You're able to go at your walking pace, and thanks to Philia's ability to move through the Arctic tundra like a knife through butter, you guys do make pretty good time. And then Jackson's appearance just disappears back to that of a man.
But we still have it tied to the horses, right?
Oh yeah, and they're what was giving the advantage.
Okay. So then it's just now we're just moving slower now.
Correct. So let me see. Do we have something for a horse? So I'll go ahead and roll an athletics check for the horses.
Throughout this time, I'm just adjusting the density to half the weight of the entire body of the giant.
And with that, I will give them advantage and reduce the DC. Alrighty. They're able to keep the pace, but it is significantly slower. It is well by nighttime by the time you guys finally pull this thing in. The horses are exhausted and need to be fed immediately. But as you arrive at the gates of Boroftkrah, there are just pikes that are just set up like just these large wooden fences that encapsulate this city. And you hear someone growl out, "Hold it, go to stand."
I just spit out a bit of a leaf.
Wait, what?
I'm pretty sure I ate some as a woolly mammoth.
Oh, I thought you meant in real life. I was super confused.
Wait, you sitting there thought that he had eaten a leaf?
Listen, no judgments, okay?
You don't know me.
Can I?
It's not anymore.
Have you not had a salad, Bradley? Gee.
Listen, that is not the topic of conversation here. Lumen, I believe you had a question. You've raised your hand.
Yeah. When we're like 20 years, I wanted to do this back a little bit back away. So when we're like 20 minutes away, I want to summon Rune and look at Imogen and be like, "This is your magical steed that you will ride in on." And,
You got a prophecy? Not fair.
and then as going to the gate, I'm just going to point to Imogen and be like, this is our goddess.
And I just kind of wave like this.
Go ahead and make a deception check for me, Dust.
Can she help me with her?
Sure, you can roll. I'll tell you what. You can both roll, and then you guys can take the higher of the deception.
Okay.
Please roll well, because I rolled a 3.
I have a +6 at least, so.
Nice.
Holy shit, you're persuasive as hell.
Yeah,
Actually,
but I rolled a 5, so it's just 11.
They kind of look to each other like, no, but really, who are you? What are you doing this far east?
Prophecy that we were given, and I point to the giant frost giant behind us.
Well, let them in. Could be fun. They got a goddess. Yeah. Opens the gate. Welcome in, your evidence.
As the gates open, I'm gonna cast Prestidigitation to do a gust of wind as she approaches in.
It kind of like moves through, and you see several people like get the attention. Do you want to continue to? Okay, point of order. Like you're dragging a frost giant. this door is not built to hold a frost giant. You've basically dumped it outside their backyard or like their front yard. I don't think you're going to get them in here, but if you want to try and push, this is D&D. Carpe diem, motherfucker.
Yeah. Let's push them in.
Yeah, it's up to the guards, I guess. Whoever.
True. They
Okay.
gotta stop us.
We're just gonna keep dragging it until they say no.
That's right. Strength, man. You said we had to show them our strength. Here we are.
The horses begin to pull in, and like each of them are like dying, like tired, like pushing them through. These poor work horses are getting through the gate, and the head gets stuck through the gate. They're like, "Whoa, you can't bring the whole thing in here. It's too small." You realize only the head is getting through, and it's cutting off at like the neck where the shoulders are at.
Maybe we should have just brought the head.
I mean, can we lower the gate? And they like cut the line. It just like and like guillotines it. They're like, there you go.
Wow.
I think I'm going to like it here.
The blood that spills over the gate like immediately frosts up, and the entire thing turns white. They're like, oh great, the woods were ruined. Yeah, go ahead.
I want to really quick, as we are entering the gate, I want to say to them, next time, think twice about making fun of our deity. And I would like to cast Major Image from the dagger.
Okay.
And I want it to, I want to make it look like Gwenora is like instantly just like radiates and like lightning, like
Gwenora
or sorry, Imogen, and like lightning like shoots like up from her eyes and everything like that, and just like the background behind her like darkens, kind of like there's like an aura of like darkness with like lightning coming from her.
Caroline's like, yeah, I'm into this shit. Oh, all right.
Just quickly bows.
There is an instant in which you are enveloped in this lightning. It doesn't feel like anything, just kind of like dancing around. You kind of feel like, holy shit, am I actually a god? And then you realize that it is magic that is almost like see-through, but like it emanates around you. The storm kind of gathers behind you, and you just kind of glow with this primordial elemental energy, or so it appears.
And I'll cast Prestidigitation to do a shower of sparks.
Yeah.
In front of their faces.
Ah!
Like this close, yeah.
I'll do the one of the lightning bolts like strikes their feet, and the Prestidigitation will.
Hey.
And I'll thaumaturgy to make all the flames in the area flicker. Sure.
And I'll just stand here like this.
Everyone in town who can see you, like who could see you, is looking at you now. As you guys kind of walk in, some of them are like grabbing like hammers and axes and begin to like kind of gather out of their homes. Everyone's just kind of on sidelines, just brandishing their weapons as you guys move through town. Eventually your way gets cut off, and atop your horses, you guys are all confronted as they kind of all sort of circle around you. A woman comes forward, an orc, who begins to speak in some somewhat broken common. She says, "We don't take kindly to those who wish harm upon our village. Who are you?"
I am Goddess Imogen.
Sparkles.
I'll give you a deception check with advantage because
we've done this whole
We
thing.
put on a very good show.
and
Get
y'all
tongue-tied. She's just like, oh shit. I have
It's
to.
the
Everyone
image
else
still
is
lasts for 10
talking.
minutes, by the way.
Dust will recast comprehend language or ritually start.
Sure.
Okay, first one was a 12. Next one is a 15.
Okay. The woman kind of just like massages her jaw a little bit, and she says, "Why have you come?"
I was sent here by the higher powers. You know the ones.
His name is Cord. As I whispered.
What? Say it
His,
then.
Or breaking
His-
stone.
his name is Cord.
You know the
It's Cord.
ones.
It's Cord. His name is
Cord.
Cord. Cord.
There's like
Cool.
some
Cool.
rough muttering, and like
Bored.
where some people who are speaking common are speaking like are translating Orcish into the people. And, like some people are like putting their weapons down and kind of looking over. The woman says, "And what does the Storm Lord ask of us, O Imogen?"
Would I know?
Orcish?
No. Oh, dang it. No. Never
I
mind.
know,
Okay.
I'm currently no Orcish because of comprehend languages.
Oh
yes,
yeah,
I'm
and
still-
they are speaking common. The main woman is
Yeah.
speaking common.
What does he ask of you? You say? And I kind of
If I
Make
may, my lady, we are sent here to retrieve the hammer you hold dear in order to rid this world of an evil god.
Stormgirdle, I think, right?
Storm
No, it's the
Girdle is
hammer.
the belt.
Oh, I thought the hammer was here.
It's the belt.
No.
The
Gravel
belt is
Thrash
here.
is the hammer. The belt's here. What hammer?
sorry.
No,
See, my no.
Mulligan, take two.
It's hard.
I'm misconfused. So
Words are
we are
tough.
here to
Shh. Quiet.
at that moment when she does
We're
that,
talking from you.
the lightning, I like bow and the lightning gets like stronger. My lady, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
We have come to take the belt. You know the one.
I'm gonna wait. Are they speaking in Orcish or common?
No, they're in common.
Okay, so I will cast message, and nobody can see this, and I'm just feeding. I'll be feeding you the information, I guess.
So,
It's the Stormgirdle,
the Stormgirdle,
the prized possession of Cord, the Stormlord.
the prized possession of none other than the Storm Lord Cord.
I like that both Dino and Lumen immediately started making their own sound effects.
Just gonna shoot Ray of Frost in different directions.
We're just the hype people.
Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
The woman kind of like she's kind of like clutching onto like with a pretty tight grip. There's an older orc who kind of brushes by and like taps a hand on her. He has no eye in his left, but does not cover it in any way, so you just see a hollow socket. The orc kind of moves up. He looks like he's a stronger, kind of meaner old man Logan type. As he kind of comes forward, you can see his hair is like used to be like a little bit more like in the center, but the rest of the hair is grown back, and he's just pulling it tight in a ponytail, which has streaks of gray through it. He moves forward, and he kind of with a kindler smile and says, "The Stormgirdle was entrusted to the ancestors of this village. It was said to have only been given to those who are worthy. You may have been sent by the Lord himself, and so you should have no problem proving your worth. But none may partake outside of the clan. You are not clan blood. You are outsider. You have braved the ice sheets and crossed through from who knows where. But this does not make you clan blood. Is there any who will stand for the new arrivals and offer them into their clan?" There's a deafening silence, one that speaks almost volumes. And then you hear, "I've got a room. I could happily let them in my house." And he turns over and you see like this half orc, a younger guy with most of his hair on the right side shaved off, the left one just letting to grow long, with that is braided and has like these little metal filaments in it, just kind of leaning up against a door. And some people are like speaking to him in Orcish, the equivalent of, "What the fuck are you doing?" But he looks over, he says, I am Meged Fathfum. Clan Fathfum opens their door to the new arrivals and declares them new blood of Fathfum. The one-eyed orc looks over and says, "It is done. Tomorrow, we will discuss the challenge of the worthy. Tonight, we celebrate the joining of clan blood into Boroftkrah." And then the woman to his side raises up a spear and just goes, it repeats the same thing in Orcish. Dust you can understand and basically translates for him. And the rest of the clan kind of raises their weapons into the sky and just kind of cheers. And what devolves into kind of stranger territory, each of them begin to kind of move about them. You do see one young Orcish pup, looks like a female who has a long braid going down the back of her neck. And she goes over, she says, in common, and she looks like she's a half-orc, to Imogen, "Are you really a got?"
Yes.
She goes ahead and she kind of giggles and she runs back to her group of friends. And that is where we're going to end tonight's session. Thank you so much for playing, everyone. Thank you for Corporate Streams for putting us on the internet. Did you guys have fun?
Of
Yeah.
course.
Yeah.
Right. When
Glad.
somebody asks you if you're a god, you say yes.
Yes.
Ghostbusters taught us anything. Well, we will be. Hang on a second.
Comes
There
in
you
a
go.
spectral horse dragging a frost giant, lightning, thunder,
How could
and
I
ice
not
flying,
be?
And sparkles.
This is last.
and sparkles.
Well, we're gonna go. I'm gonna go ahead and say goodnight to everyone. Have fun, be safe, and goodbye.
Thanks.